Welcome to another episode of Please Delete This.
Hold on.
I can't.
Go ahead, man.
All right.
I want to say something. Yeah.
Watch out for her, though.
Watch out for these.
I'm just here.
I don't remember.
Oh, to
forgot my name?
205?
No, yeah, okay, yeah, thank you.
Is it?
Yeah,
I get
no, you're right.
Okay.
Exactly right.
We forgot the number of that
I know, of
episode.
course I know your name, sir. You good to start?
Let's do it.
Yeah, me. Episode 205.
Yes.
205. Welcome to another episode of Please Delete This. In the building, we have Darren.
Bim.
Genevieve.
And today, we are joined by a really good friend of mine. He's more than a friend. He's my cousin.
It's your kinfolk.
My primo.
Not primo.
Shout out nepotism. That's why we're here for the nepotism.
Exactly. I put him on because he's my family. No, I didn't. But so we have local talent in the building from Rhode Island. Does music. I feel he does production as well.
I do it all.
Do it all. He does it all. So I want to welcome your cousin and mine, Nino Francis. Woo!
Nino. What up, what up?
Thank y'all for having me.
No,
Yeah.
Thanks for coming through.
Yes, long overdue.
Yeah.
I was introduced to Nino a while ago. He's my wife's cousin, and super cool. I think from the jump he welcomed me. You know, he didn't make too much fun of me. He was one of the cousins that didn't say, "Hey, say this in Spanish. They'll love it."
Wow.
He was one of
You
the-
fell for it how many times?
Oh man,
Wow.
still to this day. Puta? Okay.
Oh.
Puta. Yes.
damn.
But that's when Nino was
Sorry.
also. No, he. You know how many?
If I had known,
No. Oh, you would have done it
I
too.
would have helped you.
No, you're good. But no, so
That
it's
is
super cool. And then like the dope thing about Nino, upon learning, is that he does music. At the time, I didn't really know him that well. So to hear his music, I went to a couple of his shows. I think you were more of a rap. I don't want to say more of a
I
rapper,
was
but
rapping.
you were rapping back
Yeah.
in the day. And so I got to see a couple of performances, and I always got a good vibe of it. And I was always interested in your music talent. Then we started a pod. Years down the line, he came out with a really good album called Sedona.
I love Sedona.
What a great
thank you.
album.
No, honestly. I
No,
don't know if
thank
I hit
you.
you at the time, but
I
man.
don't think you did, but
Yeah.
yo,
Oh, man.
better late than never.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Nah, I love
appreciate
Sedona.
it. Thank you.
What a great album. My son loves the album. And since then, he's released another body of work not too long ago, and he has a new single out. So once I heard all that, I was like, man, you got to come on the pod. So here he is. Ask him all the questions that you can think of. Stump him.
Of course.
Go.
Did you like introduce his like the name? No, did we do that already?
He
Yeah,
gave
I
me
did.
the intro to it, but I
I said the
out.
name, and I gave him a little. I gave the name,
Because
and I
Darren
gets
gets so,
I.
it's like so mesmerizing
Yeah, I
when he
was
does the
in it.
intros, and I'm just like,
Oh.
I thought there was
did
more.
he say your
I don't know
name?
if I remember what you said either.
So I'm just
I'm
here
not
talking to
gonna-
myself.
I was just
But
like,
thank you.
wow.
I love you too, man.
I was like, dang, he really likes this guy. I'm like, everybody knows his album. I
I
haven't
was like,
heard
yo,
none
he
of
killing
it.
this shit. Darren killing this.
Dang. I'm like, I want to listen to it right now. Sedona, let's go.
Oh
So
man.
anyway, Nino, thanks for joining us. Can you tell us a little bit that I haven't told them about you?
Including your name, because maybe he didn't say it.
I did. I said Nino Francis. We all clapped and cheered,
Yeah.
and then I went into
That
how I
did
know
happen.
him.
That did happen.
Anything
That
after
did happen.
that, yo,
We might
bro, I
not-
appreciate it though. Thank you for coming to the shows. I remember that part.
Oh god.
Nah, yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so tell us about yourself, my friend.
I am a multifaceted musician. I do it all. I rap, I sing, I produce, I record my records, I mix my records, top to bottom. I have a hand in everything that I do.
Wow.
I do design too on the side. I like graphic design and stuff like that. But you know, I'm here.
Renaissance man. So we're gonna get some history because I'm nosy. Want to know how stuff happened, but I also think I remember years ago because we met a long time ago at family functions and whatnot.
Yeah.
Did you used to deliver pizza at some point?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I did.
So we were having a conversation in your backyard, Darren,
Okay.
of the other crib,
Yep.
and I don't know if you remember. You were talking about time between working and dedicating it to the craft.
Yeah.
And in the conversation, I said, hey, go that way towards the craft because money's always going to be there. You can always make money. I don't know if you remember that, but
No, I don't, but
see,
Wow.
Because I remember. So, and when I saw that you continued with music, and then I heard Sedona, good. I'm glad you didn't stay delivering pizza or whatever you were doing at the time. So, can you speak to how you transition into dedicating, and correct me if I'm wrong, majority of your time to music and creating versus just being in the rap race?
That's an incredible question. Wow. That was, whoa.
We're on fire. We're on fire.
Thank you, man.
Nailed it.
You know, yeah, majority of the time does go into it, and I think that the way I figured that out is, like you said, by leaning into it. Like, sometimes you just love something that much that you just don't see yourself doing anything else. It's like crack.
Yeah, no, really though.
okay.
Really though.
Yeah, you know. Nah, but it's
Sometimes
really
you just
just
lean
about
into it.
putting the 10,000 hours in and locking that in, and you know, really just doing what you want to do and staying inspired the best that you can and locking in.
I like it. So let's talk style, because without playing your music, our listeners may not know what your sound is like, but you have a different sound, to me at least.
Yes.
So would you be able to explain your style of music or your creative process, like how you come up with what you do?
It's tough because I do think that I can't really put it in a box. I think if you talk to people who are familiar with my catalog, like a lot of people can't really, because one album I'll rap, and then the next one I'll do like alternative electronic R&B, and then right now I'm on like a Latin run, doing all Spanish music. But it's like, I take a lot of inspiration from like a Kanye or like even like a Miles Davis, in which like throughout their careers they've reinvented themselves over and over again. And so, you know, I try to do that the best that I can every time. Like, it's always about getting out of my comfort zone and trying to try something new.
Right.
Because then you get bored, you know?
And I love that you use Kanye as an example, because people would question well, this album sounds like this,
Yes.
and this album sounds like this, and man, what are you doing? We like that.
Yeah.
But Kanye, you, other artists who just kind of create. I always wondered what, like, if, say we were all wiped clean of what we've heard music to sound like, and then it was just up to somebody to just start making noise.
Come up with something
that felt good. And I want more people to just kind of just do that. Just go in and whatever it sounds like, if it's you banging on whatever. But I love that that's the path. It's like, well, I can do it all. I'm a musician, period.
Yeah.
So like what, because that would confuse, I would be so like occupied in my mind that I wouldn't do anything. I get paralyzed by that. How do you like decide like, okay, Latin now, and not get distracted during that with a different sound?
Well, I think that as you grow older, you kind of find the balance of like leaning into your culture, right?
Okay.
So it's like growing up, it's like, yeah, I'm Dominican, but I was like born and raised in Providence. I spent
Let's
a lot
go.
of time in the Bronx too, growing up. So it's like, yo, like hip hop was my thing, you know? But as you grow older, like you start liking the music that your parents are playing, and
He's talking.
you start leaning
He's
into
talking.
that, and then you really cultivate something that is like a balance between the two. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, bro, I'll wrap circles around you, but I can still, you know, do this Latin stuff. So, you know, that's how I feel.
I love that.
That's where
I
I'm
love
at
that.
with
That's dope.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm hogging it. Go ahead.
No,
guys.
go ahead. No, you're good. I like it.
So, you said that when at some point you did rap. Are you more of like a writer type rapper or a freestyle type rapper?
I definitely write.
Right.
Yeah, freestyle not my thing. I don't think anybody really freestyles like that no more, man. That's a lost art. That's tough.
Extremely tough.
It is, yeah. I don't think the same value is in it nowadays, anyways, because on the corner, it's live because a car drives by and he said Mitsubishi and he rhymed it with I don't know whatever. You know what I'm saying? But when somebody goes on Flex or used to go on Flex,
They got
it's
a
like,
verse in the tuck.
oh, I heard that verse on the album.
Yeah.
So it kind of lost its luster over time. Yeah, that's true. Damn, that sucks.
Even in battle rap, like everybody shows up with their steams
something.
ready.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
You know.
Yeah.
That's true. Dang.
It is a lost art. I'm saying it like I used to freestyle hard.
You did.
You know,
No,
Darren used to
you
rap?
did.
No. I used to write.
But we had freestyle sessions, though.
Did we?
Yes.
And was
Yeah.
that part of them?
Of
Yes.
course.
You
Be-
saw the clip you
begrudgingly.
put up. Begrudgingly. You saw the clip you put up today and how I fumbled it back there.
Yeah, that was because you're losing a step.
Oh, some old.
Chen, move your mic up a little bit.
How'd you get down there, little friend?
I feel like the freestyling is only like if you're inebriated. I think that's when
Right.
And 9 times out of 10, it's not good. So.
Nope. You good for like 30 seconds. It's like, all right, that's no. Yeah, I think.
I mean, sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say we know Freestyler. We interviewed
Trav.
him at Trav.
Yeah, Trav.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, actually, and I think because it's a lost art, people marvel at stuff like that.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Because he's a beast.
It's amazing every time. Trav
Trav
Black.
Black.
I went to high school with him.
Did you?
Yeah, he's ill. He was rapping in high school too, and he,
I believe it.
He was nice. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, he's a
I
beast.
like
man.
him. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
So I want to ask. So you have a latest project out. I'm not gonna butcher the name, so I'll let you say it.
Latest project, the latest single.
Latest single.
Single is Si Tu Supieras.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you would tell me that's like you leaning into your Latin culture and figuring
Yes.
that out. I guess what was the inspirations for that?
All right, so you got. He gonna act like we didn't have this
We
conversation at
didn't.
the
I don't
cookout.
know what you're talking about.
He said, "I'm just gonna pretend like I didn't ask you this."
Did I really forgot what you said.
I'm sorry, bro. I can't hold it together. I seen your face. You like I'm about to ask you some shit I've been asked you like 2 weeks ago.
Yep. Yep, exactly. I told him, I said, man, this is really good pod talk, but I'm nosy, so I want to ask now. But don't worry, I'm going to act like I never.
He's
and I honestly
really
do
my
not
cousin
remember his
'cause
name.
he's nosy. He's
I don't
really my
remember.
cousin.
I don't remember what he
He
said.
said he's
so.
really my
He's
cousin.
really my cousin.
So yes, your influences, sir.
For that, so where was I?
Wait, can you translate the title?
Si Tu
Thank you.
Supieras is if you knew.
Okay.
If you only knew, pretty much.
Thank you.
So basically, what happened was, I had been. Remember, we were talking outside, and I told you I've been to DR like 3 times in the last year. Don't ask no follow-up questions.
Say, I was on the
Stop
nose.
it.
I was on the nose.
Stop it.
Si tu puedas, what you say? What's the name of it? How you say the name of this?
So I,
Please just not butcher it.
You only knew.
I don't need
I
somebody
gotta
to
say
come
it in
after
English.
us.
I don't want to say it in English.
Nah.
Now you gotta say no. You should say it the way it's said.
How do you say it?
y'all have been around my family way too long to be.
That
He has.
Supieras.
Si Tu Supieras?
Supieras.
Supieras.
He's so
Yeah.
disappointed in you.
He
No,
is.
because
He should be.
Darren should
He
be way further along.
So I got the C2. I was like looking at that word. I was like, no, I don't know what that is. And I didn't get home to ask the wife and practice with her before I got here.
Yo,
so
I picture words for Darren like on a plate. You see peas. Nope, not that one. Just get that right.
a
out of here.
little flashcard. No.
Darren studying flashcards is hilarious.
Supieras.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Supieras.
nah, I had been in DR, and you know I was enjoying myself and stuff like that, and I had seen some family I hadn't seen in a while, all on my dad's side. And we were hanging out in front of like my uncle's colmado, which is like a little corner store.
Okay.
It's like the neighborhood corner store. And we'll post it up, and that's something that you do a lot over there. You sit down, you drink beer, play dominoes, listen to music. And one of my little cousins come up. His name's Owen, and he pulls up. He's like he gotta be at least like 6 or 7 or something. I don't know. But he pulls up with his like tablet and plugs it into the speaker on the aux. He pulls up one of my music videos. The Come Home music video, off of Sedona. Go listen. And he's like, yo, he says to me in Spanish, he's like, yo, I don't know what he's saying, but I still listen and watch anyway. And I was like, oh man, like, you know, it's cool that they still appreciate what I'm doing without them understanding it. So I kind of came back and I was like, yo, I gotta give them something they could relate to, you know.
That's
And
dope.
even my parents are like, yo, how come you don't do anything in Spanish? So, I don't know. It's hip hop.
Right.
I don't know. And so that's kind of where I landed, you know.
Man,
That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
what part of DR you from?
Higüey.
Wait.
Higüey. That's like it's like more towards the east end of the island,
Okay.
about maybe half hour, 45 minutes away from Punta Cana.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm learning. So I've been in Punta Cana and I don't want to say it wrong. Samana.
Samaná, yeah.
Yeah, and fire. So I
Yeah.
want to explore more DR, man. I love DR.
Yeah,
Very dope.
I went in November, so it was not this last trip, but the one before that, and I think that's the most of the island I've ever seen, because I literally went from like Santo Domingo, which is kind of in the middle, to Higüey, which is like more towards the east, and then I went all the way like left to like Barahona, and then I ended up in Pedernales, and I got to the Haitian border, which was fire, and I literally got to see like the flag, like everybody, soldiers posted up, like. We paid like a little Haitian kid to get us some beer. What's it called? It's a Haitian beer.
He don't know
He's
Haitian
not
stuff either.
Prestige. Prestige. Never
Oh,
had
okay.
Prestige.
Yeah.
So he went, got us some fresh
I'm like,
Prestige.
no, because I'm like, yeah, I don't know Haitian beers, but yes, I've heard that one. Yes, sorry.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm like,
the-
he's like, he
the
didn't know how to.
Dominican one,
Right.
What's going on, bro?
I'm a failure at most things.
What side are you on?
You're a good cousin.
Thank you,
Yeah,
man.
you didn't
Thank
feel
you.
like that. You're a good cousin.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Nah, but
So
yeah,
the kids got you prestige.
yeah, we got some, some beer, some Haitian beer. I never had that. It was really good. It's a beautiful place.
So what inspired you wanting to explore this time around?
Well, in November was the first time I had been there without my parents. I went with a couple of friends, and and one of my friends, like her family's from there, so we went to go see her family and stuff like that. And it was just cool to kind of go, because when you go with your parents, it's like you going to like so and so's house that they ain't seen in 15 years,
Right.
or this cousin or this aunt or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And you kind of just end up with your parents hanging out, going wherever they go.
Yeah.
But this time was like, yo, we all
We
going
do it,
everywhere.
Yeah.
You know.
It's a different experience. That is true, because I'm Nigerian, so I only been when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But this next time, hopefully in the winter, I'm going. But it's with siblings as we're adults, so it's going to be a
Yeah.
far different. Because it was the same.
okay.
It was going to auntie's crib,
Got it.
going to see grandma at the time, and all of that. But now you
can
get
do
to
as you
really see
please.
it,
Yeah.
and that does add to the connection to the culture too.
Yeah,
overall.
yeah.
Man.
It helps to experience it like in real time.
Yeah.
You know?
So
And as an adult, not as a kid. Because when I went before, it had been a while since I went, and I had gone as a kid. So it's like, now that you're an adult, you get to do adult things like drink with your cousins.
Sure
and,
enough.
Be outside in the streets. It's different.
and really see everything, like, and understand it.
Yeah.
So you said you went Latin with this single. What kind of Latin is it?
Like bachata, merengue.
It's reggaeton vibes.
Reggaeton?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
like, some people will try to hide it, or, nah, it's super Bad Bunny-ish. You know what I'm saying?
With
Like
the dembo?
that realm. No, that's more Dembo's more Dominican. That's like
okay.
more Dembo's like more street, I guess.
okay.
Reggaeton is a little bit more, especially if you're doing it in the way that I did it, it's a little bit more romantic, more Drakey
Gotcha.
vibes, but in Spanish.
Gotcha,
type
gotcha,
shit.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha. Ladies, man.
Hey man. As the most
Lo
important
siento.
consumer.
I wish I could turn that on and do that. I'm a DJ. Hey, you want my music on? Let's get my
Okay,
music.
sure.
Want to do karaoke? Want to do
What song you want to
karaoke with
sing?
me?
Okay.
Speaking of, we got to do some karaoke soon, guys.
We do.
Yeah, what's up? I ain't never scared.
Ain't nothing but a word.
So, with your past, present, future, what do you have coming down the pipeline in, say, the next 2-3 years? What you hope?
Well, Si Tu Supieras is the single off of a full Latin project that I'm dropping. I'm hoping to do it before the year ends. Won't give you guys the title yet, but it's on the way. And then hopefully in the next couple of years, I get you guys out of this garage because I get rich and
Let's go. Let's go.
and we figure it out.
Pod and DR. I can promise you this. When your album comes out, that'll be the first full-length Latin project I ever listened to. So
let's
I'm looking
go.
forward to it. Yeah.
I'm excited for you to hear it.
Yeah.
Cause my thing is like a lot of time, cause so far with the single, because a lot of the people who are familiar with my catalog, they've listened to me like in English. A lot of them don't really speak Spanish or whatever. Like,
Okay.
a lot of them have the reception has been cool because a lot of people have just told me like, yo, I don't know what the fuck you're saying, but
But I fucks with it.
yeah, sounds good. I'm like, that's good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the same feeling Afro beats gives people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
That's the
And I
power
feel
of
like
music.
we gotta tap into that too. Like, yo, Providence is a melting pot. Like my goal within the next year, I need like a Dominican Afrobeat record with somebody.
We.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. Oh man, there's a lot of young creatives running around the city. You know
yeah.
a bunch. Yeah, that should be an easy joint.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Oh, I love that.
And that's the beauty of music to me, that you don't need to understand what they're saying. Like I listen to all types of different genres, especially with the Spanish culture and Cape Verdean culture. And a lot of times I don't know what they're saying, but I'm yelling it from the top of my lungs.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah, so it's beautiful. I love it. That's
Feel
awesome.
good music.
Yeah.
That's what it's about, baby.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah. No, thank you for coming through, man. You're gonna hang out and chop it up with us some more, right? We're gonna get
Yeah,
to
of
some
course.
things.
Of course. Yeah, we here.
First, I want to say something. We talked about last week, I think it was last week, Irv Gotti thing real quick.
Yeah.
So I did hear more.
Oh my God, I forgot I have more on that too. Go.
So okay. So I wanted
Can
to.
we recap real quick?
Yeah, catch me up because I've been seeing a lot of the clips, but like I've been trying to like limit
that
what I-
consumption of
what I
that.
consume. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
So-
You're very wise.
Yeah,
we do it
catch
for
me
the
up.
podcast. Otherwise,
Because we're nosy.
So there was a clip that came out. You're familiar with Noriega's podcast, Drink Champs?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I listened to that.
So
definitely-
that one is not even a podcast. I call it, that's just mayhem. I love it. So that clip had Irv Gotti and Ja Rule on it, and Irv Gotti got to talking about him and Ashanti's relationship, which a lot of us didn't even know that was a thing. And he was discussing how he found out that she was with Nelly now. He was home watching the game. There's some commotion at the game. The announcers come back and say, "Oh, Nelly just walked in with Ashanti," and that's how we learned that somebody he was sleeping with was. So everybody saw the
But
clip.
he was at home with his wife.
I was gonna say he woke up his wife like, "Did you see this?
Can you believe this? Can you believe this? Can you believe this?
He was at home with his wife, mad that his girlfriend had a girlfriend. Like, fam, what?
he might be Dominican.
You know, actually, he
We
might
had
have a little
to, we had to check.
Nah, he's Filipino and black. I
Is he
did
really?
check. Yeah.
Filipino?
His dad's Filipino.
That's
He
where all
might-
that yellow
is
come
he
from.
Dominican?
With
I'm
anger.
I'm like, what is this guy? Because he is something else.
Let me know what the fuck I gotta stay away from.
He is wow.
But what I realized in watching the whole thing, because that clip was clever, he didn't care that much now. He's just right. It seemed that way. That's just how Gotti talks. So he even said, "I didn't care. Like, I don't care now. But at the time, I was hot." But the way he was delivering it, it sounded like he still cared.
Well,
He doesn't
because-
care still.
Because he recited an engraved poem on a gift.
On the watch.
Yeah.
But Nori's an asshole because he knew what he was doing.
You saw that,
He set
right?
that up. Yeah, he set it up.
Because he kept asking about the watch. He kept trying to change the subject. He's like, yeah, you're not going to skip out of this watch.
All right.
So the way the Ashanti conversation started was Irv was wearing a real nice Rolex. Nori said, "Oh yeah," he kept talking about the watch, kept going back to the watch. They started talking about something else, back to the watch. And he said, "Oh, okay, fine. The watch it came from," and then he took it off and gave it to Ja Rule to read, and it's an inscription on the back
But
from
still,
Ashanti.
you could have just said, oh, this is a watch that Ashanti gave me.
He's messy.
That's the
he's a messy guy.
And that's what made the clips
Yeah.
a thing.
But I thought
why
he's
you still being messy?
I thought he was still harboring feelings.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
wasn't.
yeah.
But he's just a messy guy. It's very messy. It's nasty. Yeah, I didn't like it.
That's
Yeah.
just fun.
So you said you found out something more.
Yeah, I thought he was still. That was my one thing.
Okay.
I thought he was still on it, but he didn't care. But he was just passionate in his storytelling because that is a funny way to find out the woman you're cheating with.
I think that's the shock for me. It wasn't really whether or not I thought he still cared. It's just
Yeah.
like,
I can't believe this man.
yeah, like
I'm telling you, he woke up like,
And he was saying that he had. It wasn't just Ashanti. He got divorced because of a bunch of infidelity.
so. Yeah, my thing wasn't
That'll
whether
do
he's
it.
still hurt or now. That's the trick. But it was just the
You
audacity.
sure he's not Dominican?
Like you said that, like that makes sense. You could have left that part out.
Fam, silly, just silly.
So I forgot that started the whole Irv Gotti rabbit hole for me this week.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Yeah, I
How
can't.
you
believe-
went like? Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Oh
my-
rabbit.
Right.
I go down.
I hear that.
It goes down lots of rabbit holes. None of them good. So, I looked up something, and it was an article about how he had gone on Wendy Williams, and Wendy had asked him if him and his wife got divorced because of Ashanti, and he was just like kind of upset, and he was like, "No, Ashanti didn't do anything. She's not a homewrecker." Blah blah blah. And then they cited a Breakfast Club interview from 8 years ago. In that interview, which I went back and listened to it.
Look at you investigating.
Told you, rabbit hole, friends, rabbit hole. Because they were being messy too, and Yee asked Irv if he ever slept with Ashanti, and he just kept saying, "I never slept with Ashanti."
Oh.
But he was saying it in that way where it's like,
You knew that he was lying. Yeah.
yeah, he's like, "I never slept with Ashanti," and then Ja Rule's like dying over here. I'm like, okay, so he lied to kind of keep that under wraps and keep our business to the side 8 years ago. But now you're just like, forget
Yeah,
it.
what is it?
Did you get to the part where he was talking about the business dealings with Ashanti?
Yeah, how because they asked him would he help her get another single. That part.
That and then also the tour, them wanting to do the Murder Inc. reunion tour. She said no. She didn't want to do anything that had to do with Murder Inc. So that's where he was saying he started harboring these feelings of animosity towards her. Okay, the other thing is fine, whatever. But you started to separate from us when all the legal stuff started happening, when they were starting to get raided by the FBI. So that's when it started to
But
separate.
this interview was after that.
But after, they were trying to get it. He was trying to get it going. He was talking to BET, trying to get things cleared. You know, she could tell her side, all of that stuff. So I think he was trying to get in her better graces to allow for some of the stuff to happen. But when it was all done, now he's just like, I don't care. It's done. I'm going to sell the rights to the catalog for $250 million. It doesn't matter anyways. If you want your masters, go talk to that guy. So he really just doesn't care now. But I think at that time he was trying to get that stuff going.
So then from there, I go down further in the rabbit hole.
Still?
Yeah.
You are crazy.
Yeah, I was digging deep.
I would have had enough after that.
He's impressed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Private eye.
Yes,
real.
for no reason. I had better things I could have been doing. I probably could have learned how to sew in this time.
Oh my God.
So then they mentioned his reality show. I forgot that he had done that. Gotti's Way. You ever watch it?
Of course not.
I've
Why would I
heard.
watch
I've
that?
heard.
Yeah, it's a terrible show.
Of course.
So this is from the days of
VH1
early
and all that.
reality.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I remember that. I didn't watch it, but I think I remember.
Yeah, when it was like
that.
just raw, like people actually
yeah.
their real lives. And so Irv Gotti had a show with his family, and he was married, but him and his wife were separated, and it was like a very toxic situation. And they put this on TV for 2 seasons. They were like,
That's a different time.
yo,
Who was the couple? Was it MTV?
VH1.
VH1.
I think it was like 2007.
VH1 is quite messy too.
VH1 started the
Very messy.
I mean, not to get racy, but a lot of that was towards
Yeah,
flavor
well,
of love. Oh, just bring in all of them. We'll just let them. Yeah,
Yeah.
go.
because they
Just
were
go.
the ones dumb enough to be like, all right, sure, yeah, as long as you give me money,
It's true.
I'll throw it out in there.
But you remember, it was
That was
all like,
quality entertainment.
It
though.
wasn't it-
Flavor of
It
Love
was.
was quality
all
entertainment.
of them was great.
but it was
they
a
were so
turn.
good and terrible.
It was a turn from like the Real World, the Road Rules, those,
Yeah.
until
Oh,
you
yeah,
got
yeah.
the Flavor
Yeah.
of Love, then the Ray J's. Oh my God, forget about it.
Yeah.
Let's just stay here. I hate that though, because we look crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
We look
It's
crazy.
horrible.
And I know there's some theater behind it, but come on.
No, so now it's more like people just, okay, I want to go on this show and I'm going to have, like, you write your own script now almost in your head.
Oh, okay.
But then it was like they really putting these people business out there.
Oh, like real.
Like for real. So they're separated. Her and the kids live in the house. He comes on the weekends. He has an apartment in the city. He comes on the weekends, stays, and then Sunday after the kids go to sleep, he leaves again. So it's like this. His wife's trying to move on, but she can't because he's still there. And you could see that even back then he really,
Slime ball.
yeah,
Slime ball.
yeah,
Yeah, slime ball.
yeah. It's on Tubi. Do you know what Tubi
I'm not
is?
watching that.
No, I'm not saying you to watch.
Are you advertising? You have a Tubi deal that you're telling me and Darren about?
No, because I didn't know what a Tubi was. So when I was down the
In her
rabbit
head, she's
hole,
like, yes, push Tubi, please.
Push Tubi.
after this I'm gonna get off of it.
Wait, hold on. Do you know what Tubi is?
I do.
Oh, okay. Because I don't.
It's like a Roku, like a
yeah.
TV
Oh,
service.
okay. Oh,
See? I don't feel bad there, right? The reason why I landed on this Tubi, besides the fact that Pray for the Bear is on it,
oh, okay.
Okay.
that's the first I heard of Tubi.
Okay.
When Pray for
I
the
know
Bear
it was on
got on it.
Amazon. All right.
Yeah, it's on Tubi for free if you'd like to watch.
Yo,
So, I don't know about you, but I got Amazon Prime. He said it smelled like broken hair.
He said you ain't
How you
little
even spell
Tubi.
that? What it was like an accent over the E or something?
Oh my God.
So then when I looked up Gotti's Way, 'cause I wanted to watch the show, because I was in my rabbit hole, and I Googled Wick and I watched, and it said Tubi, and I was like, how do I get to that? So I had to investigate again into Tubi.
How do we get you investigating better stuff? Because you would be really good. You would be really, really good.
I pay attention to detail like nobody's business.
I know, but Irv Gotti?
It's
Figure out who killed Kennedy.
so messy. Nah, come on. I can't
Yo.
go back in time.
Yo, you could.
Bro.
Nah.
You watch
Sure you
every
could.
doc. You get to the
No,
bottom
I
of
can't
that.
watch more than one doc on the same topic.
That's a lie.
maniac
You're
behavior.
a liar.
How long did you spend on Irv
The
Gotti?
Price is Right.
Be
They're
honest.
20-minute episodes, and I
The documentary crazy, but you got Tubi.
Right. Thank you.
You could have got Amazon Prime, but you got Tubi.
She got Tubi. Was it a free trial?
Either way, I can watch the same stuff
All
on
right.
both.
No, you're right.
You know
I
what I
heard
mean?
you.
I also use Pluto TV,
Pluto TV.
What?
the other free.
Obscure TV services. Where do you
They're
find
Not that obscure. I'm gonna defend her on that.
When
one.
you buy the
Pluto's a
TV,
thing,
it
yeah.
comes on the TV.
Pluto.
We just never look at that input. You know, it's like HDMI 1, 2,
Yeah.
and then the TV comes with its own thing.
Like Samsung Plus or
Yes.
whatever.
So when you go to that
Which
input,
TV has Tubi? Or
like all of them do, fam. It's just crazy. It's there.
like a
not
pan-
Samsung.
It's a Panasonic or something.
No, like Vizios, Roku's, all that.
Okay.
Everything.
Got it.
Anyway, I don't know how we got here. I'm sorry. I've been talking way too much.
I feel like I derailed
you
you.
did.
I'm sorry.
You did, Bim.
Apologies.
You know what? I'm leaving, Bim.
Let's talk about women while she
Oh,
leaves.
she really leaving?
No, actually, I'll wait for. Oh, I gotta wait for you for the two things I got, Jen. Mike Tyson, Serena Williams. Look at her. See? Go ahead, Darren,
In
man.
case, go ahead. So,
Jen disturbs the flow.
yeah. So,
Nah, that's fine.
do you have anything you want to talk about? I don't want to take away from you.
Nah, we chilling.
Nah, we chilling?
We
Okay.
did everything we needed to do.
Let me ask you a music thing. Music nowadays. I don't know if you're allowed to be honest.
Ooh.
What about it?
What do you think?
About music nowadays?
Yeah, and let me not do that because I hate it when people do it. But there's a lot of good stuff out because I listen to a lot of good music. But the mainstream stuff. What do you think of?
I mean, I think that there's just so much variety in the mainstream stuff that it's like, it's just mainstream. Mainstream has always been mainstream.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. I think when people complain about like music these days, it's like you're just not looking for what you like.
And that's why I try to mention specific to the mainstream because, like, for example, the trap drums. I feel like trap drums have been overused for the last beyond 5 years. Like, we're way overdoing it.
Yeah.
But the sound hasn't changed. Like, there's other people that do different things, but it's still like, and I hate using him as an example, but Khaled, right? He just put the single out with Drake and somebody. Yeah, Lil Baby.
Mm-hmm.
And it's that same sound from the last 2-3 Khaled albums. And I'm like, this guy has resources. He got the money. Why does it have to still sound like that? It throws me off. So is this something that you understand with it? Is it just a money thing with them or?
I think that here's the way. Have you heard Joey Badass's new album?
Good album.
2000, right? Incredible album.
Yeah.
So why, and this is not like specifically towards you, but it's
Yeah,
like, why, we've heard boom bap before.
Yeah.
Why aren't we complaining about those drums?
So,
It's been in rotation since the beginning.
but if it was mixed in, right? And I don't, because I even like trap drums when appropriate. You know what I'm saying? But if it's every record and the same, give me a boom bap in between. But like I hate that I can't get. Why would you do that? Oh my goodness, that I can't get like a little bit more Griselda sprinkled in addition to, or from the big artists. Hey, be a little bit adventurous. Be a Kanye. Be a somebody. If you're a musician, and just, you know, I even applaud Drake, even though I didn't like it. Him trying something different.
That album was awesome.
It's his. The music was good, but it was his contribution to it. It didn't help a lot of the songs to me.
That was really good.
I know what I'm saying because I love music. I promise you, it's like food, right? Food is delicious.
yeah.
I want to eat as much as I can, but if something tastes bad so bad that I can't eat it, I'm sad because I want to eat you, but you're not helping me eat you.
Hey.
Same thing with music. I'm listening to Drake.
Pause.
Damn, cuz. I'm
I
like,
was trying to go there.
yeah, man.
But
shit,
shit,
You hit
I
heard that
that,
was-
nah, you hit that speed bump full speed.
Oh man,
You just kept going.
oh man, he's I was like, oh man,
I think I act like he don't know what he just said.
Just let me go, man. Just let me go, dog.
do all this.
Talk about music,
He's
man.
doing all this. I want to.
Damn, what was I saying? Damn.
You said that you
You
want
wanna
him to
eat it.
switch it up, but at the same time, it's
Yeah.
like everybody can't be Kanye.
Oh,
You
sorry.
feel me?
It was the Drake thing. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I when I listen to his album, I want to like it, and I can appreciate the musical part of it, the EDM, the Jersey House, the like all of that in those songs. But it's then when what he starts doing, I don't know what to call it.
Like the singing.
It's
If loosely translated.
to me, it's disrespectful because you know what the other stuff sounds like, and you know what those vocalists do on those songs. Like they sing on those songs.
Yeah, but sometimes, a lot of times, those shits don't even be like. From my experience or what I listen to, a lot of times they don't even really be having like the actual vocalist. Sometimes it be samples more than anything.
Oh no, yeah, some of them, but
Right?
I'm talking for the ones specific with the vocals. I
But-
listen to like Swedish House Mafia. I'm listening to everything, and I
think
hear what
that-
Deborah Cox does on one of those songs.
I
It's
think
crazy.
that the way that I see it is like, yo, bro, like he pulled all the right people for that.
Yeah.
And I also think that, yeah, this was a project full of that, but it's not like it wasn't something that he had dabbled in before. Like you listen to like a record
Yeah.
like Passion Fruit or Take Care.
Yeah.
Oh, I love those
Or-
sprinkled on the other albums. Yeah.
What's that? There's one. There's another one. He had Black Coffee on it. It was on More Life, I think. Stuff like that.
Yeah,
It's
those
like,
joints
yo,
I rock with.
Yeah, but those it's kind of the same thing. I just think that maybe he did a little too much
A
for
little
you.
too much,
And
yeah.
from top to bottom, it wasn't. You didn't want to hear a whole album full of that, which I get.
Yeah.
But even going back to like the thing we talked about, like where you talking about like trap drums and Khaled not switching it up, it's like, yo, bro, the only way I can explain it to you, the best way I can, especially because we're talking about food, is like, yo, bro, you don't walk into a pizza place and be like, yo, give me Chinese food. So
Thank you.
at that point,
Thank you.
you gotta just let people cook what they
Yeah.
cook.
And if you like it, you like
And
it.
if you like it, you like it. If you don't consume it.
And I think my stuff with this comes out of fear because I had
Yeah.
mentioned it to them. Genres can die. Like when I was a kid, alternative rock was huge. I couldn't tell you who. So I just get nervous. It's like, man, if everybody's doing this, and then some people say who aren't within the culture are like, oh, that's easy. I can do that. And they're actually doing it and making a lot of bread. I'm like, oh, man, I just don't want it to die. I don't think it'll go away, but I just don't want it to die.
But I give you this. Alternative rock is like a subgenre, right?
Yeah, but it was massive.
Of rock, right?
Yeah.
I think that at this point in time, hip hop is bigger than rock in general.
It even
at this
absorbed
point,
it.
Yeah, at this point, we have subcultures and subgenres in hip hop.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
it's like, yo, hip hop is not gonna die. Maybe the trap wave might, right? Just like the boom bap wave kind of did,
And
but
the
it's
snap
like
era died
there's
a
still
little
gonna
bit,
be
yeah.
those pockets of everything. But hip hop is a global phenomenon.
Right.
There isn't
Right.
so many. Like I think, especially now in the Dominican Republic, there's like some hip hop dropping, and these guys are like really rapping,
Yeah.
and they're just now getting into like. It sounds like almost like boom bap, you know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying? But it's in Spanish. It's real street shit. But it's like,
That sounds cool.
yo, hip hop is a global phenomenon, and I don't think that is. We gotta let it evolve. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying, and
And-
do its thing.
And I love that you're saying that because, yeah, as it does spawn out, those spawns are that essence is like reignited or ignited for the first time. And when I go to a concert, like a Snow Allegra concert, and I see all the people there, I'm like, okay, we're fine.
Yeah.
I just get nervous when I hear stuff, but then it's irrational.
But you gotta think
Yeah.
about it this way: when people were doing like the classic rock and roll, and then people start coming out with metal, I'm sure some of the. That's my thing with like even
Yeah.
like mumble rap. People are like, I fucking hate mumble rap. It's like, yo, bro, it's just not for you.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's like that's just its own little pocket of people who just don't. Maybe they don't want to hear about depression and
Yeah.
and being poor and shit like that, and people dying. Maybe they do just want to hear somebody mumble and it sounds cool.
Yeah,
You know,
that's true.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's true. I love talks like
It was
this.
a great
They don't
conversation.
help me talk like this, so I'm taking full advantage.
No.
They just look at me. I only
the
listen
fuck is you
to
talking
I only
about?
listen to Naughty by Nature or whatever.
Wow.
Speaking of
Who
full
are you
force,
shooting at?
I don't know, but he's
Both
been-
of them. He ain't watched the NBA since the 90s. He's just done. I'm lying?
You're hurting me tonight. You're cutting deep,
Listen.
man.
No, but no bullshit. Full force is coming to
See?
Providence.
See?
You know, I seen it. No, it's funny. I'm and I hope I'm not like making
You know
fun
who
of the
Full
event.
Force is?
No.
See?
That's what makes it hilarious.
Sorry.
That's what makes it hilarious, right? I'm on the Facebook, you know, where all the aunties live, and I see a flyer at Full Force. Wait,
You
you're
gotta
gonna-
chill out, bro.
You're gonna laugh and you're gonna call me a liar. I'm gonna tell you I'm not lying. It said Full Force and the Funky Punch are coming.
Stop.
What did I just
Okay.
say? Okay, I'm not lying.
But I want Nino to know what's going on.
Full force in the funky
Full
bunch.
force and the Funky Bunch with no Marky Mark, of course, because
Because you're familiar with Mark Wahlberg, right? And you know he had his group.
He's
Okay.
the most successful rapper out of Boston.
It's super facts. So,
Marky
no,
Mark.
actually, yeah, he is.
He is, bro.
Damn.
Technically, we're talking technicality, yeah.
Now you're
he
right.
is. I love a lot of the guys in Boston, though, by the way. But
So, to address Full Force, have you seen House Party?
yes.
Those big 3 diesel dudes?
Okay.
That's Full Force.
Okay.
And they're singers.
yeah, that's the crazy part.
And they're nice.
They are very. Matter of fact, the song in the movie "Ain't My Type of Hype Girl." That's them
them.
singing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand now.
Yeah.
So,
they're
imagine her
confident.
excitement.
No,
You don't lie.
no,
Don't
no,
lie.
no. That's
She about to be
I
out
have
to
a
the meet and
place.
greet.
I have a place where I draw a line.
You got the meet and greet, don't lie.
Not the Chris Breezy for Full Force. That's crazy.
You got the meet and greet.
You are
That
crazy.
Breezy's worth it, not Full Force. You're not going to a Full Force meet and greet.
I'm not going to either one.
I would
no.
just assume they would just meet and greet afterwards.
I don't believe you.
Just
I think you're going.
No, so there was an event coming, and then today I seen a different flyer for the meet and greet.
That you paid
Wow.
for.
No.
I want to see Pee Wee. I want to see Pee Wee.
Say it. I'm gonna kick your fucking ass.
I can't believe you just mentioned Full Force.
And the Funky Bunch. I'm like, what are they gonna do?
what are the funky bunches gonna do without Marky Mark?
Dance for Full Force. That's it.
I'm not seeing this show. I hope you're not either.
What the hell is going
I
on?
don't even know
mean-
what
we
the
don't
funky
mean
bunch
to-
looks like, to tell you the truth.
It could be 3 dudes from Boston.
Be real.
It could be
Oh, God.
What a
it could be Matt Damon.
Matt Damon,
Matt
Ben
Damon
Affleck,
is not in the Funky Bunch. This is funny, though. Who
Ben
else is in the
Affleck.
Funky Bunch?
and
Larry
John
Bird or
Krasinski.
something.
Go. Larry Bird.
The Boston. Did you say Larry Bird?
Like he ain't even really from Boston.
From
it
Indiana,
all
man.
works. It all works.
I
Whatever.
hate this.
Oh, my God.
So guess what?
What up?
Yesterday was Ben's birthday.
Happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, man.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Thank you. This is my birthday hat.
Yesterday or today?
Yesterday.
Happy birthday.
What's this? Oh, shit.
And so, you know,
Paraphernalia.
every time it's one of our birthdays, we come with a bunch of shit that the person whose birthday it is likes. I saw a thing, and I said,
Can I
"My
come back next month for my
Of course.
Of
for
course.
your
Oh,
birthday?
hell yeah.
Even better.
We'll get some of the Haitian beer. We'll bring it through.
birthday?
over the border."
I'll be like,
He's
excuse
not
me,
gonna know
sir.
anybody.
Do you have
I know more.
do you have Haitian
people in
beer?
there.
My Dominican cousin likes Haitian beer. I don't do you have, please.
Darren don't have no Haitian plug. That's
Please.
crazy.
Yeah, for real.
I got a Haitian plug.
So
Come
I
on.
see Pillsbury ready to bake cookies, Oreo flavored. So they're Oreo flavored cookies. They're cookie flavored cookies, Bim. And I said, only thing better than cookies for my friend is cookie flavored fucking cookies.
I had to process that real quick.
So
It's COOKIE-CEPTION.
cookie.
Yo, man.
COOKIE-CEPTION.
Where's my totem? How will I get out? How will I get out?
You don't want to get up.
I don't, right?
A train
I want
is
to stay in
coming.
here. A train's coming.
I love that movie. I love that movie.
Yo, I love this guy, yo.
So I came and I spoke to your lovely wife. She helped us out with the assist to
That's
bake
why
them
you went that
fresh,
way.
so that they would be soft because my friend likes cookies.
You're amazing.
Just Darren and I.
The smell's been killing me since you
Yes,
said
So
that.
go
Seriously.
ahead. You go ahead because I must talk while you guys can indulge in a cookie.
Nino, do you eat cookies?
No, I'm not gonna have a cookie today.
You don't eat cookies?
Not because the camera's right there, and if it's not good,
You get
y'all
hungry
can
face.
look at the video. After.
Clearly, we
And
don't
be
care.
like, I don't know, man.
I'll be like, zoom in on it.
But you smart though, because I've done that to Darren
I
when
was
he was
gonna
eating
say,
on
the
camera.
pork, the pork
Many
rinds.
times. The camera's
So-
caught-
I told
captured
y'all,
that.
I'm media trained. I gotta behave.
That boy good. That boy good.
Well,
Thank you,
y'all
sir.
go ahead and munch. So I just
Bim, take one.
went and got things that I thought Ben would like. This is a surprise to Darren,
This
too.
is more than enough, by the way.
I know it is. So, of course, we
Cheers.
got
Cheers.
Werther's caramel popcorn.
Oh my God.
All right. Bim
Gotta-
loves popcorn.
Got to start there.
Should have started there. Get these cookies out here. Oh my God, so warm.
I'm happy. I didn't eat dinner either, so
Because cookies are cookies, but birthday cookies got to be fresh.
You
know
ain't never
what I'm
Yeah,
had.
you did it, so that's why you like them,
no.
or are they just good?
Just adding.
Are they good because you hungry, or are they good because they're good?
Both.
All right.
Then I know you like different types of Kit Kats. They have Kit Kat Thins chocolate hazelnut.
Oh my God.
So,
So decadent.
yeah, that's got to be fun. They're individually wrapped too.
Yeah, are you the snack queen?
I might be. I don't have a crown, but if you want to give me a shirt,
Oh
You know.
Write that down.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh, yo, those are the ones moms was like, don't eat my cookies.
Because she paid $5 for it.
Right, and we had to eat the Keebler. No, I want that one, Mom. I know what you're doing.
You don't want nothing.
We had to sneak. I would take little pieces of each one.
This one is oatmeal milk chocolate. I was just standing there reading all the things, and I said, "Oh, that's fun." Oatmeal milk chocolate,
You guys love me.
not just oatmeal.
Oatmeal.
Oatmeal milk,
Milk
chocolate.
Is
Okay,
it oatmeal milk
It's
or oatmeal
sophisticated.
milk chocolate?
sophisticated. I don't know where to go next.
My cookie was tasty.
Yo, get another one there.
Soft baked.
Oh my God.
confetti,
She came with the pack.
This is crazy.
Pillsbury.
Came with the loud pack.
It's his
Oh my God.
birthday.
I mean, with the
Oh
chocolate.
my God.
It's his birthday.
Why do you guys love me?
This one I was gonna do as a Jen snack, if you don't mind.
Let's do that. Is that pumpkin?
This one is pumpkin cheesecake.
Wow.
Pepperidge Farm.
This is crazy.
He's
Nino,
like, wow.
Come back.
this
And if
doesn't
it's not at
happen
this
often.
tier, I'm flipping the table.
And lastly but not leastly, you like cereal.
I do.
And so I had to finish the theme with Oreo.
Yo, thank you. Because I've been wanting to get childish cereal for the longest. I eat Honey Bunches of Oats.
You know, I almost got that. I said no, it's his birthday.
Thank you. Thank you. I never indulge with the cereal. I won't do that on my own. Thank you. Thank you. This is very happy.
Nailed
I'm very happy.
Yes.
I'm very happy.
He's lit up right now.
Yo, for real. I can't
Wow.
wait for this to be over, actually. Let's
the
wrap
fuck
this
out.
shit up. Get out.
Right now.
No!
I'm going to take my shirt off and eat mad cookies and popcorn. It's still my birthday.
What did you do for your birthday, brother?
Dylan came, drove his little ass over, and we went to my typical birthday thing. Saw a movie, and usually I get a meal, but the boy's he's been on tour damn near for baseball. He's in Georgia twice, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, so he's just been tired. So when we got home, he knocked right out. So we went to Thirsty Beaver.
Oh.
And got some things, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I made them watch BattleBots for like 4 hours. I don't know if you're familiar. It's probably the nerdiest thing.
Have you seen BattleBots? Do you know what he's talking
I
about?
think back in the days, like they put the robots to fight each
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
in the arena.
Yeah.
That shit is lit.
Really?
Yes. yes.
shit is lit.
And we talking like joints that got flames shooting out and they spin mad
Saws
fast and saws and
And
it's
you watch
crazy.
this with your wife and your kid?
So, because I know I like it, but I know that they're weird like me. So I put it on. Wife ain't really paying attention. So I kind of turned it up a little bit so she could feel the subwoofer, you know, when there's impact, when there's. So she, what's going on over there? Oh, it's just BattleBots, babe. Want to join me? Done. Hours. Oh, nah. Yo, who you think's going to win? That one. Ooh.
But
Yeah,
you
nah.
play some bets.
Yeah. No, it's fun to watch. But the people that create the bots, the nerdiest people you will ever see anywhere. But God bless them.
Yeah.
God bless them.
It's cruelty free too.
Oh,
And that's what I kept saying.
Unless they have it like, you know, I don't know.
No, go ahead. Go there. It's okay. You can play with it. Go ahead. Because I was saying the same thing. Go. It's okay. It's a safe
Unless it's
place.
child labor, I'm just
No, it's
fuck. Now I gotta do the research.
We're gonna drag him down to
I'm
our
about
level.
to
Don't worry.
I'm about to ruin this whole shit for you.
They're gonna find a way to kill it. If it gets like super popular, they'll find a way.
I don't think it'll ever get because it's been on TV for years since I was a kid, and
Yeah.
I was like, I can't wait to grow up and do this shit, and I just wasn't smart enough. So
Yo, it's like
Nonsense.
the fact that they build it and they have a
Tablet
a controller.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. So you had to get that to work with? Ah, man, what are you talking about? No,
It's
it's
They
different.
wanted to think and act
Yeah.
on its own.
And then some of them have two controllers. So this one controls the driving, this one controls the weapon.
Yeah.
Man, go ahead. I saw a drone in one.
good for them.
Yeah, super fire. But that's what I did for the birthday.
Oh, good.
The truck was enough. So,
Oh.
yeah. No,
What movie did you go
Yeah,
see?
what is this?
It's a Rivian R1T.
I've never seen that shit.
Yeah, it's the first electric truck.
Woogie.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Wow.
man. But Rivian is a company based out of the USA, actually, Illinois, Normal, Illinois. So I was researching a new vehicle because check engine lights came on and all that on the Camry. Almost 200,000 miles,
I love a Camry. What year?
2012.
I had a '93. That was my first car.
Wait, how old are you?
I'm 28.
You had a 93 Camry?
Yeah.
Golly. You're
My
almost
mom
like
left it to
Darren.
me.
He had a car from the 70s. Didn't you? 80s? 80s. Am I lying? I'm lying? You got a car from the 70s?
God damn.
No, that.
It's
but-
funny because we talked about it. Like, he's not lying. That's just
right.
hilarious.
What year were you born?
He had like an old,
93.
Yeah, so
My
it's
car was.
right. So
Same
you
thing.
Carl's my
don't
twin.
typically see that, right? Oh my God, Darren, it's not a shot, yo.
What were you driving?
That's just kind of ill to have a car
it
that
just
came out
up
when you
mad
were born.
funny
first-
when you said that.
My
It
first
did it?
car
I'm
was
sorry.
like an 83 Buick.
Was it an 83? I didn't know it was the yet. Yo,
It's literally the same thing.
I didn't
I'm
know.
like,
Did I know
dying.
that?
Yes, we talked about it. Yes.
You said the year?
Yes.
83?
Yeah, it was an 83 Buick.
Oh wow, that's dope, yo.
That's how we
10
got
years
into,
apart.
That's how we got into talking
Family.
about him having Buicks. Remember?
Wow, that's true.
Like Darren drives a Buick.
Wow.
My first car was a red
Wow.
Buick
That's so
LeSabre,
ill.
83.
Look how we all connected. Seats. Wow.
Did you have like one long bench seat in the front, or was it like two seats at that point?
with the thing in the middle where you can fold it up or
I
down?
fucking
The
foul.
cloth
She said
thing?
you ain't had no center console. I don't know about you, but I did. I had a center console.
Nah, no,
She
Nino,
said,
for
yeah,
some of
no,
them joints they have it.
Back
It was
then,
just
no
back then they didn't really
It was
care
a
about
cloth,
kids.
yeah.
You put a kid in the front with you, and it
sit
was fun.
next to your mom and dad in the middle. Your aunties in
Yeah,
the back.
literally.
My first car was a '93 Corolla, so it's kind of like you and you put together a little bit.
A Corolla. Nice.
She been Camry gang like from the beginning on. Yeah.
After the Corolla,
Yeah. After
Corolla-
that. Or
Corolla's-
Toyota gang, but then Camry.
Corolla's like African dads like, yo, you ain't ready for a Camry. You get Camry Junior.
Yes.
And then you got to move up to Camry.
Right. Yes. It's reliable, so you had to get it.
No, this is really nice.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, so yeah, it's I put the order in back in November. But this is they only have like 10,000 that have been sold so far.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's tiny ass truck bed. It's laughable the size of the truck bed.
No, it's not.
But outside of that, this thing opens for storage, the gear tunnel, the front hood, there's no engine, so the storage on the front.
Oh snap!
Yeah, the
You had to take me around the block at one point.
none tonight.
I know where you live.
Yeah, tonight after the pod, we'll take a spin. Air
And it got
suspension.
delivered right in time for his birthday.
Yeah, a couple
Happy
weeks
birthday,
before
man. You
birthday.
deserve it.
Thank
Amazing.
you, thank you.
What an accomplishment. Congratulations.
Thanks, yo.
I was saying after we'll talk about it a little bit later, but after our gentleman's evening, which sounds dirty.
Yeah, let's clean that up.
Yeah, that was wild.
Gentlemen's evening.
Come on,
Yeah,
man.
gentleman's
Wink, wink.
soiree.
Come on, man.
I just want to eat
Sound
it.
like a fucking swinger.
Relax.
Oh, but he can say you sound like a swinger, but I gotta relax.
Yeah, man, you talking about, you know what I mean, what I said earlier. Whatever.
Nah, a bunch of the guys got up and we hung out and stuff for the evening. But after that, I was saying to myself, man, it's so good to see people that look like us prosper.
Yeah.
I think that's like
Facts.
like amazing to be able to like just be a part of.
Yeah, for sure. It's still a dumb purchase, but
No, it's not.
no, it is.
It's not.
With
In
the way
a
these
technical
with the
sense,
gas prices looking, bro.
that's how I rationalize
It's an
it.
investment if you really think about it.
Well, yeah, technically I can sell it and make
Okay,
more.
so it's
yeah.
not a dumb purchase.
I just don't for me right now.
I mean, yeah, maybe that.
but you know, it was needed.
Speaking of electric vehicles, sorry, I didn't want to forget the point, but I have ice in my mouth because I'm not doing a podcast, right? Did you see that Dodge said that this is the last year they're going to make the Challenger or the Charger because they want to develop an electric vehicle?
I didn't see that that was the last year. But wow. But that makes sense though. That makes sense. A lot of the auto companies been tasked with lowering their emissions and having a zero emissions goal. So I think Subaru already started. They have a very aggressive zero emissions thing, but this is the wave. But stuff is getting more expensive too. Like we had gotten Dylan's car, super expensive. Like a used car was the cost of a new one. So
Yep.
it's
Life is expensive right now.
and it's like it doesn't make sense.
I left my house and it cost me $50 to blink. That's how
But it be
feels.
like that, though.
That's how it feels.
It'd be like that. Everything's expensive.
I think I did spend almost $50 between the time I left my house and got here.
Well, I'm looking at the bag.
Look at all the fucking
I'm
snacks.
looking at the bag.
You got them exclusive joints. too.
Yeah.
Seen that, right?
Man, that's a good
That's
high
tough.
fructose corn
Right,
syrup.
right.
That was me on my supermarket sweep too. I said, I called Darren, or he called me, one of the two, on the way. And I'm like, yo, I forgot to get the cookies. The baked
Ah,
ones.
okay.
And I was supposed to get them and then bake them at home and then bring them with me. We had a whole conversation.
That's why she took a while.
I said it was fine this time.
So-
That's why I lied to you guys the day before.
So yeah, Darren tricked us. So I was like on the phone with Darren. I said, "Yo, I forgot to get the cookies." And he's like, "Oh, well, I can stop and get some." I said, "You know what? You go, and then I'll stop because you can set up." And he's like, "Oh, it's fine. I told Nino to come at 8." And I'm on the phone like, this motherfucker.
I don't feel like
He
you guys
told
should
us
know.
7:30.
Why
Good
would
job.
I wait? Why would I've never said the time before, like the day of? The
Yeah,
day
I
before.
figured you did it because you told him 7:30.
No,
I love it. Keep that going.
that energy.
Now,
Like,
now you ruined
now I
it.
gotta
though.
find a new way
I
to
was,
trick her.
no, I was coming already, but I called him and he said, "No, go ahead." So I took a detour and went to the store.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. I was like on a supermarket sweep. Like, all right, I wasn't even supposed to be. I was supposed to be there already.
No, we're right on time.
I love it.
Next.
We're recording for about an hour, and yeah.
Appreciate the effort,
amazing.
man. Y'all
It's
are awesome. The like a genuine joy.
Joy.
There you go. For me is like, I don't know. It does something different. Like being around you guys, and you guys. It wasn't so much happy about the truck, but happy for me
Yeah.
that I got the truck.
Yes.
Same thing when I showed to like my pastor or my aunts or whatever who saw it so far. It's genuine joy for me, and it fills me up, man. You guys are amazing.
Oh.
You guys are amazing.
Well deserved.
Makes me want to work harder, so I can not do things for you guys. I don't know why I said
Okay,
that,
no, it works.
but it makes me want to work harder. Makes me want to make you guys proud.
Yeah.
So to circle back, we had the idea to every time I run into like John, shout out to John and Darren.
My guys,
They'd be like, "Oh, we gotta get cigars. We gotta get cigars." And so I was finally like said, "Let me schedule something because we're terrible with scheduling things with time, and everybody's busy and working and stuff." So, but we finally chose a day. So, yo, downtown 6:00, and 6 of us were there. And Jen, it was great just to be able to talk, like vent.
why are you looking like that?
Not even like vent in a bad way. But
Oh, I
like
thought you were gonna
just-
say you guys didn't invite me.
that was guys only. Nino's like, "Why didn't you invite me?" I'm not looking at Nino because I feel like he's looking at me like, "Why didn't you invite
No,
me?"
where'd you go?
We went to Cigar Ale House downtown.
Hanley's
I don't know.
on that little corner.
Yeah, it's on the corner.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, ale house.
Yeah, I know where it is.
yeah. See, he's like, and you still
He
didn't invite me.
could have met you.
Next
yeah.
one. But so
No,
it
that's
was
all right. I don't really smoke cigars no more.
no more.
I had my run with Dione and
Oh
my
yeah,
brother and stuff.
Dione smokes. Shout out to Dione. But so just a bunch of us just sitting there talking about careers and relationships and like just stuff and bigging up each other. And at a point, Henry was giving us like gems, like just of like how to navigate through the world. And I feel like it was super powerful, not only to be in that space with other like guys that are like-minded, but for us especially to be around other guys of color that are like-minded. I think at one point, not a surprise, but it was just us, people of color, in that establishment, and it was just like, man, like we're just like an amazing people. So I was super happy with that. We got to do it again.
That was good, man. It was
And
really
they got a
good.
lot out of it.
It was refreshing, and I left motivated. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Like,
super
bro.
motivated.
Yeah.
Yep. Just like
What, Jen? What?
Feels left out.
Just listen.
That's all right. I get it.
Thanks.
Nah, she got mad stuff going. I want her to speak her mind, yo.
Nah, that was a shot.
We related.
That was
That's my cousin.
yeah. That was a direct hit. They didn't catch it. I caught it.
No, I'm kidding, man. You good,
Darren's a Cancer. He's very.
I'm very sensitive. I'm gonna
Very
go home and
sensitive.
cry about this.
you good, bro.
He's gonna cry here.
Hey yo, what
What the fuck did you do?
you do to my husband?
So,
He's been crying for hours. Holy shit.
Curled up on the couch. Damn, there.
so when I went to grab the cereal, you guys know I say this all the time. I can feel when people want to start a dumb conversation with me.
boy.
And in my head, I'm like, Jen, you always think somebody wants to talk to you. Nobody wants to fucking talk to you. And then, boom, they say some dumb shit to start conversation. So I'm in the cereal aisle, and I'm going, should I get a fun cereal or Honey Bunches of Oats? And I feel this white guy look at me. I said, here we go.
They like her a lot, the white guys.
Yeah.
I didn't need that.
He need the reference.
He didn't need all that.
Go.
So I'm walking, and he takes whatever cereal, he puts it in his carriage, but then he stops, and then he acts like he's getting another box of cereal, right? So I'm like, okay, fine. So I turn around, and he goes, The eyes are looking down.
What?
Why did he say that?
Yo, what?
I'm like, what?
Wait, what?
I told myself, do not forget to tell him. I texted myself. That's why I just remembered. He said, the eyes are looking down. I'm like, what? The eyes on the little characters on the boxes, they look down. You know why?
Oh my God.
So they're looking down at the kids when they shop.
Oh, that makes sense. Jen, you're dumb.
But what if it's on the bottom shelf?
Like, I was thinking the same thing, but I said, I'm not going to go there. I'm not. I just was like, oh, wow, that's crazy.
I would have just picked one up from the bottom shelf.
I looked directly at the bottom shelf and I
my
said,
God.
Jen, don't say nothing. Just wow this man.
Oh my goodness.
Good icebreaker.
Yeah, they're always like that.
So what's his name?
I just kept wowing. He kept repeating himself like he wanted to talk more, but I was like, oh, that's crazy. Yeah, the eyes are looking down. Look at them. Look at all the characters. They're all looking down.
You know,
Yeah.
Hey, he thought he did something.
it takes a special person to notice that. I don't.
That was a bar.
Maybe he had a career in marketing.
Oh,
Maybe.
True. So you could have
Yeah,
learned
he
something.
fucked up.
Maybe he had a
Could be
job
a
for
sugar
you.
daddy.
Ooh, wee. Or that. See?
He bought me mad cereal.
Yo.
Oh, that's so interesting. But I like that fact, though.
Yeah.
I never thought of that.
When he finished saying it, I was like, I guess that was cool to know, but
Yeah.
what?
No, looking down.
Because I'm like looking at all the boxes as he's saying it. I'm just like, I guess.
Were they all looking down though?
I don't really think so.
Now I'm gonna have to.
Gotta look.
yeah,
Gotta look.
yeah.
They
And then
look,
I'm gonna shrink down to a kid's height.
they look like you know how like Mona Lisa, wherever you're at, she's looking at you. They look like that to me. Like it didn't matter where you were standing, they're gonna look like they're looking down.
But the
And it's
black
such
part
that
of the.
The black part's like on the
It is
bottom.
towards the bottom, though.
No. He almost,
mascot.
and you know, because I told you I was in a mad dash, and I was like, yo, should I get something with eyes on it? So can I tell? But I was like, nah, Jen, you already got some good cereal.
Oh, you should have. Oh man, I would have enjoyed that.
Yeah, I mean, you can Google image.
No.
Cereal
I'm,
boxes.
no. I'm going right to Walmart after this. Right to Walmart.
I'm standing right there in that aisle.
Sir, can we help you? No, I'm
No,
fine.
no. I'm fine.
I'm fine.
I'm waiting for them to make eye contact.
What the fuck is he looking at?
You're not looking at
Fucking
me.
Tony the Tiger. What are you looking at?
He's on to us. Oh my goodness.
I can't believe I almost forgot to tell you that shit. He said the eyes are looking down.
Jen, your life's mad interesting, yo.
It's
Is that
not,
why you
though.
stay home? To avoid that kind of stuff?
Maybe you shouldn't have gone to the cigar thing with them because there's a
No,
lot
yeah, you see, I didn't
there's
ask.
a lot of those guys. there.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
God.
yeah, I know.
They would have taken you away from us.
No,
Yeah.
no,
We wouldn't
They
have done
would've had a
anything
field
about
day
it.
Nope.
with you.
no,
No, have fun.
no.
I came across a situation that I need your opinion on.
Oh yeah, I love this.
Yeah. Okay, so you are buying a house. You and your partner are buying a house.
Fun.
And you want to go to a certain side of town. Let's say, okay, we're in Rhode Island, so you grew up in Providence, and you're looking for houses, we'll say, in the Ward Cranston area.
Okay.
Okay? You find a house that meets your criteria. You go check it out. Looks like a nice enough house to consider buying. And as you drive through the neighborhood, you like park, I guess, to kind of survey things, look around, talk, and figure out what you're going to do. And see somebody trying to record you, but tries to be slick about it. I don't know, for whatever reason. Clearly he's recording you, but for no good reason. Goes on, you pay the person no mind, it goes on for a couple of minutes. The person's acting as if they're just walking down the street or something like that, but it's clearly recording you with their phone. So you finally say, hey, can I help you with something? Is something going on? And they give you some BS. Like, oh no, I didn't know what you were doing here, and I wanted to make sure that, you know, the normal thing that happens too much in society. Aside from that, it's a nice enough neighborhood, you like the house. But you have this person who's clearly problematic. You know, we are people of color, this person is not. And they're recording you, so we're gonna label them as the Karen, just, you know, to make it easy. Do you still consider moving to that area?
Do I love the house?
You like it enough to chase it
In this market?
in this market?
I'm buying that house.
You're buying that house.
I'm buying that house.
And
Because I don't do nothing illegal. I don't do nothing bad. You're going to have to see my face in my nice house.
but clearly, say not clearly, but now you recognize this area isn't of our background.
Yeah, well, that's most of Rhode Island.
Yeah.
So that's like real.
Yeah.
Like I'll tell the wife, like certain, I wouldn't even bother looking in those areas that are really, really different. But if it was an area nice enough for us to look at and the house is straight, I can't judge it all based on that person. I can't. And especially if I like the house in this market. Yeah.
Okay, so you have this encounter, but you're still like not gonna deter you.
Yeah.
We'll live through whatever garbage that person may or may not bring. Like the house.
Yeah.
Jen, Nino,
I don't think I'm buying the house.
No?
why?
Because if that person feels that comfortable to do something that's such a weirdo behavior thing to do, that means everyone around accepts that. Like it's the culture on that block. Because if I came out my house today and started recording somebody in their car, everybody would look at me like, "What are you doing?" Because that's not something that you tolerate. But if she's just freely doing it, that means it's something that they want and tolerate in that area, and I don't want to be in a place where I feel like that.
I only challenge that because I have a real life situation.
Hold on.
Oh, go ahead.
Nino.
How close to the other houses is that house?
Let's say your house is at the bottom of the street and that house is, we'll say, mid. So we'll say a good 5 houses away from you.
I don't know, man. It's tough. It's a tough one. I don't really do well with stuff like that because I don't even like. I'm the type of person where I'm so used to a certain environment that I don't even really like living in like certain places.
Okay.
I hear that.
So it's like, I know I grew up in a certain area and then we moved to something that's like considered better and I hated it. Too quiet, too much of that going on.
Yeah.
And, you know, and I think you also got to consider like she said, like, yo, they're comfortable doing that. And then you got to think about like the kids too and how that's going to affect them. And, you know, if he's that comfortable recording, then he might be comfortable enough to say something to your kids there. I don't know. It's tough. I think you got to go with your gut on that one.
What about you, Dare?
I don't know.
We know where you live.
Yeah.
So don't lie.
Yeah. I don't know. So a bigger part of me says you're going to find that anywhere. You can move to, you know, the same area you grew up with, and you can find that. You can find worse. So my thinking is let's tough it out. Like, whatever they can dish is not going to break us. We'll be here. If they want to say something, like you kind of said, I don't do nothing wrong anyway. But, you know, I understand the not wanting to do that because you don't want to put up with that. Especially when you're in where you live, you want to be comfortable. And once that comfortability is ruined by a next person that just doesn't like you merely for the color of your skin, you have a lot more to consider. Like your kids, your neighbors, your friends that come over. Like, maybe I could deal with it, but I don't need you affecting my mother when she comes over, so on and so forth. So I think a bigger part of me would stay, but I completely understand the person who's like, nah, I'm not even considering this. Strictly because of this.
Sometimes you got to do it out of spite. I don't know. I'm with the reverse gentrification.
Yeah, because
y'all pull up to our neighborhoods all the time and buy everything.
This ain't just their stuff. Man, I'm buying a house. And I was going to challenge that with the real life example. Remember the guy that was trying to sue me?
Yeah.
Everybody in the neighborhood hates him. So one crazy doesn't dictate the whole neighborhood. The old white woman, Pat, when we first was looking at the house, she moved, but super nice. But when we came by, I was like, damn, there's 3 black guys buying the house in Johnston, and old white lady, my bad, touch your leg there.
It's all right, fine. It's fine. Do it again.
We're like, damn, is she gonna have it? We was concerned that she gonna have an issue. We like to have people over, Super cool. She baked us food when we first moved in, and she said, watch out for the guy that lives behind you. White dude, his house looks like a dump. But sure enough, he came over to the house twice, challenging our property line and wanted to sue us. And then there was a tree leaning on my shed in the back, so I had to cut down. I tried to reach out to him. I couldn't reach him. And I had to cut down. He wanted to sue me for the cost of a tree because I cut it down. So she gave me the heads up of the crazy. So it didn't really dictate everybody in the neighborhood.
Doesn't mean that's what you're going to face.
Right. And that person that's recording, you don't allow for some type of change to their behavior, right? Because maybe a conversation changes her perspective. Right? So I'm not going to turn down a house that I love because of the unknown. I don't know for sure.
Yeah, but see, in your instance, that was him, and he wasn't accepted by the culture of the street. So he didn't come out initially as you're looking at the house and just start acting like that.
No, we moved in and he hit us like 2 months later.
Right, but he didn't do it while you were looking at the house because everybody would have looked at him
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
what are you doing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He may have. I don't know for sure because I don't know what this guy looks like. But his house is legit right behind.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
he's thrown stuff back over the fence onto my yard. So he's been like
Yeah.
open about his disdain for this property and
But
whatever.
the disdain he displayed was
After
just
you moved in.
well, after you moved in, but also just for you being there. Like
Yeah.
they are, like you guys are buying your house. I don't think it's. I think it's very easy to just say like, oh, he's just a grumpy old man that doesn't like.
But I could also say, oh, it's because we're black. But I don't know
You
what his motive
but
is.
this other instance
Yeah.
is more like, oh, it's because we are people of color.
How do we know? And even if it is, who's to say that person can't change?
Not even the color thing. I don't want nobody who's that level of nosy and entitled to just be in my face. Like, I don't care if you're doing it because I'm black, purple, pink, blue. The fact that you have the audacity to come recording me, I don't feel comfortable living around somebody who's like that.
Yeah.
That's, to me, that's like you're offending my space. Like, you can feel however you want about me, but don't just act like you can act like I'm something that you can just observe, like I'm in a cage or something, fam. Like I'd feel mad uncomfortable.
Yeah,
I do think we know, though.
I'm with you on that, but nobody, especially for this crib that I like, you're not stopping me from getting something. We gonna talk. But that's me. I'll talk to you. Hey, what's up?
No, I feel that.
I'm easily
So
turned
you're
off.
moving in.
That's
You're
it.
moving in.
I don't
This
know,
me and my
I don't-
family.
I
I'm
don't know
protect
if
my
I'm
family.
moving in, but I do think like, cause like you just said just now, like how do we know if that's the? But we know.
We know, but because I've talked to people who said after a couple of conversations, their perspective is different.
Yeah, but
And it's not a guarantee, but I'm not.
We
Like
know
that's why I kept
though.
asking about
You
this
know what I'm
market.
saying?
In this market, you're not going to stop me from getting a place for me and my family that's nice. Where you want to keep me over here on this side? No, y'all can go wherever you want. I'm going where I want. You have to deal with me.
Okay.
I got time. We can do this. Old man, them. Let's go. I'll turn up. I wish there was a neighbor that, please. Oh, let's go. I can do this. Shit. But you don't want to be bothered, and I totally get it. Cause
Yeah, I don't like being bothered.
yeah, but it's
With
the
anything.
house part that got me. If I'm looking to and we like this place, I can't let somebody else stop me unless they're bidding on the house.
Got it.
Some knows. Oh no, you're not stopping me from getting. No,
I suppose it depends on how unhinged they seem.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if it seems like, because like I said, you got to think about like the kids and stuff. You know what I'm saying? If it's just
Yeah.
one person recording, it's like a harmless. 'Cause it's never really that harmless because
Yeah.
those recordings turn into like calling the cops and saying
Right.
like, yo, so-and-so's trying to break in, and then you know what I'm saying? You get all these like nasty situations.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like you kind of got to figure out if that's something that you're willing to deal with.
Yeah.
You know.
Where did that example come from? Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Some friends of mine.
Stop it.
Yeah.
That's why I got the message I got. Well, do I know them?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So that, yeah, I got to,
Oh.
yeah, because I had checked in.
So
Damn.
Yeah.
speaking of, before you fall
Oh,
off
okay.
the
Wait,
chair.
hold
Yeah.
I'm
no
just
down.
sad.
No!
Oh, that's so annoying. Ugh.
So there was a story on the news yesterday in Providence, and I saw the commercial about it in the morning before work, and they said come on the 5 o'clock news, and I was like, I have to see that story because it just seems so ridiculous. I'm like,
This is kind of her lane. The news.
Ridiculous.
Like,
Rabbit
like
holes.
old people news.
so I checked it out on the website later. See, it's not all the way old. I watched it on the internet.
On the internet. Yeah, there you go. Use your
On my
phone, or
yeah, on my phone.
did you fire up the old desktop?
You open up the browser.
do do do
Hey,
do.
when I tell somebody, go to the internet, well, where's that? I only have Chrome on my.
That still happens?
Oh, so much. Sorry, continue, Jim.
So the commercial was, I think it was 4 or 5 young white women, had a bachelorette party, got an Airbnb in Providence for the bachelorette party.
It's a thing, Jan. I hate her, yo.
I think
There's
I saw-
bikes,
I saw the
okay?
headline.
There's a lot of bikes and scooters. It's a thing. It's a thing.
The Airbnb in Providence for a bachelorette party. And then one of the girls said that she thought somebody broke in, and then they cut, and then he's like, and then he said, I live here. I live in the basement.
Oh.
And then they showed like police body cam of them, Providence police. Right. This is why I said I have to. What the hell did you just show me?
I think
Oh,
you,
my God.
yeah, I feel like I saw something like that. Oh, you shared it. And I was like, man, I do got to turn to 10, I guess.
I was like, what is this commercial?
I do gotta turn to 10, you idiot.
It was like 7:30 in the morning. I'm like, what? I have to wait till 5 o'clock? Fine, whatever.
Wait, they teased that early in the day?
They teased it.
Dummy, I can go
before work.
online. What's up with
But
them?
no, they didn't post it because it was on the 5 o'clock news. So
But it exists somewhere else. I don't gotta wait till 5.
That's a
Jen,
very
you better
specific.
stop.
That's a very
That's
specific
pretty funny,
Providence. That's a very specific Providence story.
You don't think Projo had it already?
I don't know, but I wanted to see how they were angling it because
You're a patient person. Yo. That's what's
I
up.
didn't care that much.
Oh, okay.
So I was just like, when I get home, I gotta check that out. So the way they told the story, I don't even know who's right or wrong in the situation. They told it in a very weird way. So correct me if I'm wrong, because you said you saw
I
it.
just saw the headline.
Okay. The girls got the apartment. I believe it was in Washington Park.
Nah, fuck y'all for laughing. Bro.
Yo, that's our home.
Right, that's where we grew up.
there. We grew up there.
Fuck y'all for laughing.
That's home, man. That's home.
Okay,
But an
that's-
Airbnb in Washington Park.
That sounds crazy.
Fuck y'all
Crazy. Who's Airbnb in Washington?
I thought you were
Park?
talking about the other Providence. That part.
Washington Park.
for laughing. Y'all are foul for that.
That's home. I can say it. I'm an
Nah,
ally.
fam, Ohio
I'm an
Ave.
ally.
They couldn't even finish it. That's what got me.
Because she knew.
They messed me up. I'm telling you, I was just looking at the TV like, what? So Ohio Ave, right?
Oh, man. That's not Washington Park. That is Washington Park, but that's like the, ooh. When you get to the straight streets, it's like, oh, boy. Be careful.
It's like rolling the dice.
Yo,
You don't know.
Be
You don't know
careful.
with them streets.
Alabama may be good.
California, I
You
don't
go
know.
to Cali. They banging in Cali. Yo, what is? Oh, keep going, Jen. Sorry, this is a crazy story.
You see, I'm glad. I thought I was off the mark with this one for a second. And you know, we talked about how the Airbnbs in Providence, how they get real creative with the pen when they describe, you know, the party systems like really
be
close to
freestyling,
downtown and the park and
Cultural melting pot.
close to public transportation. Every time I read that, I'm like, you're gonna have somebody on the Broad Street bus,
Word.
Or the Eddie.
But they ain't lying. But
but it is the bus.
It's up to them to do the
It's
research.
Near the university, Johnson and Wales University.
It's tucked back.
Close to the hospitals, you know.
Holy shit.
So the girl goes to the Airbnb, and she said there was like a guy, and she's like, "What are you doing?" And he like tried to get in the house. She's like, "What?" He's like, "I live here." She's like, "What do you mean you live here?" He said, "I live in the basement." So her and the girls go hide in a room. Call the police. I wish I was making this up, bruh. Listen, they call the police. Now they got the Providence police wearing body cams. So they're showing body cam footage of them going to the house, bruh. They like, Providence police, open up. And then they finally go in, and you just hear a lady yelling. She's like, what are you doing? And you can tell it's a second apartment in the basement. But I don't know if it's legally being rented out.
Right.
So I don't know if it's like
man.
they didn't tell the girls that there's an apartment downstairs
man.
or what the case. That's why I said I don't know who's right, who's wrong. I don't know if he really was.
And they had to go
living
through the actual house to get, or the apartment or whatever.
Well, they
to
had
get
like
into
they had
it.
like a back door, so I guess they went through the window in the back and went in. They showed the
Yo,
police
what?
officer climbing into the window.
Why?
It was a lady officer, so she must be the smallest one. So they showed her going into, and then they get in and they're talking, and some lady's yelling. She's like, "You can't come in here without a warrant." And he's like, "We don't need a warrant. There was a call." She's like, "I live here," and then it just kind of like cuts. I don't know. I don't.
Oh man.
I wish I was making this up.
It's the Airbnb person, the owner of the properties. Yeah, it's their fault.
They,
Come on, you gotta disclose.
You gotta say something. Oh, by the way, there's people living downstairs.
Oh man.
She was like, "Well, we're
man.
supposed to have the whole house,"
You do. It's not the basement.
and that's the question I have. When they say whole house, is it just the whole apartment? Because it's
That's
probably
what
like
I'm thinking,
right.
Right.
I'm
If it's
thinking,
an apartment, yeah, they.
I'm thinking it's a floor.
But you gotta remember, not depending
Not
on where
everybody
they came
lives
from
from the city, right?
Right. You don't get a lot of multis.
Right.
So,
So
they're
if you
thinking,
say the
oh
whole
my God,
house-
all of this for us.
That's what made it
Yikes.
hilarious in
You're
my
in the
head.
basement for it. Don't go in the basement. It's not for you down there.
I said he probably does live down in the basement. What is she talking about?
Ooh, poor guy. He was trying to
It's
live.
not like an uncommon thing. Somebody
Right.
When they showed it, it had a whole separate kitchen in there. I'm like,
Yeah.
they live in the basement, fam.
They ain't no.
a
Yeah, they
terrible
from somewhere
one.
else.
No, of
terrible
course they
Tuesday
don't
night.
know.
Yeah, they don't know. No. Oh man. That
There's no
owner.
way I'm getting an Airbnb in Providence if I know.
So here's the thing.
I would get a hotel.
People get Airbnbs in Atlanta. in DC, and I see some like people get stuck up or whatever because you're just getting it because it's close to downtown in a major city. Man, you better be careful. You better you better be careful. Oh man,
You can't just do that anywhere.
nah. But they're
I mean,
not
it
gonna
is near
disclose.
downtown.
Exactly, but if you're not familiar with the city like that, like Philly, I would
I'm not rolling that dice.
Oof.
I'm gonna go to Detroit, get an Airbnb. Are you crazy?
You say Detroit?
Why? How'd you end up here again?
You imagine getting an Airbnb in Detroit though,
Yeah.
like for real.
And I'm sure people do it, and they'd be surprised. They're gonna be surprised. Oh,
You got to at least Google Map.
real quick, Tyson. Remember before when we were talking about the Hulu thing that they have from Mike Tyson? Turns out, yeah, Mike Tyson does not support that at all. You saw it probably. Yeah.
told you
So,
that.
no, I was the one telling you. I said I can't watch that because he got something else coming.
No, I saw the tweet that he put on Instagram. I follow him.
But did we say it on?
I
the
thought we
pod?
did.
No, I don't think we did. We talked about
Oh.
the Hulu thing briefly.
Oh, sorry guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't support it.
And I was telling you guys I was watching the Drink Champs with Mike Tyson. Very interesting. I gotta finish it though. He got the lady pregnant.
I didn't watch it. What lady?
He said when he was in jail, they asked him. He was very honest, which I love. They asked him if he was having sex when he was in jail. He said, yeah. And they said, with who? He said, my teacher. They was like, your teacher? He said, yeah, I had to get my GED in jail. So I had a teacher. So I was having sex with the teacher, and then she got pregnant. But then he just left it there. Like, what happened to the kid?
What happened?
What happened to the kid,
They
Mike?
never went back to it?
No.
But let me ask you, if he just left it, would you ask him what happened?
If he was here?
Yeah, if he was talking to him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did Nori look nervous or?
No, they were having a very good conversation.
I would have followed up.
Yeah.
So what happened?
So where's the baby at? How
So
old is?
how do they just transition into something else?
Because it's Nori and Mike Tyson.
you're right.
That's
I
like
don't think I would ask, especially if he moved on.
no, but he was so honest answering everything else. Like, did you have sex in jail? Yeah. Who'd you have sex with? The teacher. Like, he wasn't like
Yeah.
he. So okay, well, where's the baby? How?
So like he was answering questions but not really giving follow-ups anyway. So like the format was question answer.
Have you watched Nori before?
Yeah.
Ah,
not
yeah.
my-
he derails.
Okay, right.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's bad
very
with it.
easily. And he might interrupt you in the middle of a sentence, a lot.
He's good for that.
So
He's pretty good at that.
Yeah.
He also cannot read for shit.
Whoa.
love it,
Whoa.
love it.
Whoa.
I followed him on Twitter years ago just because of that.
Hey, and his excuse was, I'm dyslexic. All right, man. But I love him. I do think that.
I love Nori so much.
That shit is so legendary. I think it's essential to the culture.
We
Absolutely.
said he's Oprah. He's somehow Noriega became Oprah.
He's with Diddy.
For
He
hip-hop.
put the latest.
Not even just hip hop. This is because, like you said,
culture,
it's
yeah.
this is the mainstream. So when Chris Brown goes on Drink Champs, everybody's watching that. If who they just have on there? Patti LaBelle, for God's sake,
That's nuts.
he's killing it. I've been watching Drink Champs pretty much from the beginning. I did not expect this trajectory.
The Ye
Did you-
one was crazy too.
Yo.
I love the Ye
I
one.
Did
loved
you
it.
watch the happy hour one that they just put out last week? I sent you guys a link, but I didn't say nothing.
Who was on it?
Yassine Bey,
Oh no, I didn't.
Talib
Talib
Kweli, and Dave Chappelle.
Chappelle, yeah.
And they went to Dave Chappelle's ranch to do it. But it's only like 45 minutes, but it was so
I
good.
gotta check that one out.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
he's different with it, man. I don't know if it's the revolt push or something, but they just turned up.
So yeah, I guess he's got Diddy coming. So he posted this. He said, had to bring Diddy out. And then he just has a list of, I guess, everybody coming on. Dave Chappelle, Black Star, blah, blah, Issa Rae, DJ Khaled, Ice Cube, LL Cool J, Cypher Sounds, Rosenberg, Fat Joe, B2K.
So they kind of treated it recently like a almost like a season where they pre-recorded mad stuff
Yeah.
and they're releasing versus
One
just
at a
doing
time.
it every week. Which I like it. It's like the like TV format, but in podcasts and,
Yeah.
I like it. They killing it, man. They killing it. That Drink Champs and Hot Ones are the best interview shows on the interwebs. Hands down. Sean Evans is a beast. Serena Williams. Did
Is
you say?
retiring.
She's retiring. Do you say that, Darren? When did you stop watching tennis?
When did I start watching tennis? Is a better question. I
touche.
ain't watching no tennis.
I love
Dang,
tennis.
Darren.
You don't watch tennis?
Dang, there.
You never tune in to watch Serena ever or Venus?
Here and there, not a whole match. I'd be oh, okay, cool, and then change the channel.
What about Naomi Osaka?
No.
That's your Haitian
All
brother.
right, well, she's still my Haitian kinfolk. We've had to watch her.
Dang.
I mean,
He don't drink the
Oh, well,
beer.
then we
He
gotta-
don't watch the
We gotta
girl.
just stop.
Just leave it, right?
just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. Let me do
You
my
see how
own
Bim
pod.
is? You see how he is? He's evil. He just kept going. That was
What you mean? Why is that evil?
Evil genius.
Who? No. See?
You trying to call
Both,
me?
both of these,
crazy.
both, he's, and then you're over here like, think of this. I don't hear you. I hear you because you're like, damn, that's crazy.
Because I'm trying to see if you care about Serena a little bit.
No.
Newsflash,
Do you want me
he
to
don't
get
care.
into it? Do you want me
Yes.
to get in why I don't?
Yes.
This okay.
We're here.
So
Let's go.
I
didn't know there's a reason. This is fun.
No, it's not a real reason.
damn.
But I don't get why, like, when a celebrity does something, I'm like, who cares? Like, it's not like you know them personally. It's not like you've ever met them.
I like
It's not
watching
like
her
you're
play.
invested, huh?
I like watching her play.
Yes, that's good for you. But to me, like, it's not like I'm gonna ever meet her, see her. Like, I may be happy for her that she's won that thing, but still, she don't know me from a hole in the wall.
Why she
And
gotta know you?
She don't have to know me. But that's why I don't care. Like, whatever she does, like, great, she retired. That's wonderful. That's wonderful for you. Like, I'm so happy for you. Like you retiring does nothing for my world.
Does it
All
mean-
I could just be happy for you, and
Does
I
it
am.
mean anything to you that
But
she's
do I
one of
have
the
to watch her play
greatest
tennis?
athletes ever? No?
Yeah, it's great. That's awesome for you.
Oh, dear.
And it's not just Serena. Like, I don't want to make it sound like it's just me hating women or something.
Yeah, we know.
Like,
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
everybody, like Michael Jordan, I don't care. Like Carl Malone. I'm naming all these old people.
Brother said Carl Malone.
Because I was
In
thinking, like, I was
2022?
trying to jump. I was trying to jump from people that I was like,
And you couldn't have.
6 degrees of separation from Michael Jordan. So I'm like, Carl Malone doesn't
Explanation
like
did not
Jordan.
make it better. That explanation did not fix it.
So either way, I'm happy that these people are doing something they like or don't like or whatever. It also doesn't matter to me. Like, it doesn't.
It hurts. Everything hurts.
Whether I watch or don't watch, it's still gonna continue.
It hurts.
I feel you, bro. So who you care about? Let's
No
talk
one.
about it. Nothing.
My wife.
Damn.
Therapy's
Why
going great,
the fuck
huh?
am I here? If you don't care about nobody, why am I here? You sounded like you were so interested in what I do, and now if I retire tomorrow, you're not gonna give a fuck. This is crazy. It be your own family.
Oh my God.
Of course, I care about you because I know you.
Of course.
I know you.
And he knows you, so yeah. Okay, I got it. I
You
got
learned
it.
a lot about him. Between the breaking and entering.
We didn't talk about that.
That's how we
have to talk
started.
about this to bring it in.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying, I guess to me, because I'm dumb.
Damn.
Like,
Welcome to Darren.
I'm with you. No, I'm with you.
I don't know you're not.
No, I understand where you are. I understand your position.
That's similar to like what I said earlier, where it's like I limit what
Right.
I consume because it's like there really do be stuff. I'm like, I don't care about that
That's
shit.
nice.
That's why I hate
Yeah.
morning radio because they always talk about some shit.
Because they have to
happened and
find
like,
something to talk about every day. Yeah. No, it's true.
No,
He just sounded mad old all of a sudden.
Old and Jewish.
Like he was tired.
no,
Like his knees hurt when he said that.
no.
No, it's true. It's true. It's true. The redundancy of it.
If I hear about fucking Pete Davidson
Oh,
one more
God.
time,
Yeah,
bro,
no.
like I'm just like, yo,
Nah.
I don't.
That's her boy. Don't play.
My boy.
You, yeah, SNL boy.
I mean, he was on SNL.
That's not your boy. See,
I've never been like, yo, that Pete Davidson sketch was the shit. Like,
I feel like
he
you
doesn't.
may have.
No, he doesn't do much skits.
No,
I don't think she.
I haven't
the
seen
archives.
SNL like that.
I don't think she has. I don't feel like I've ever heard Jen.
No.
Jen
He doesn't.
single
He doesn't
her
really
out.
do many skits. He just does the when they do like that little news thing at the end.
Okay,
He does
okay,
mostly
okay,
that.
okay.
He
Why
got-
is it so popular then? I don't know anything about that.
He's
Davidson.
not.
Is he funny?
He's pretty funny.
He's funny?
I'll give him that.
Does he do stand up?
He's
Yeah.
done- yeah.
Okay.
But he's not like he's not popular because of his position on the show. I don't think.
Oh.
I think he's just popular because it's like his relationships.
Yeah.
Like,
Bro,
oh,
yeah,
that's
I
the
think
guy
his
that's with
dating
Ariana
history
Grande.
Is, yeah, I think
You know
his
what I
dating
mean?
history is kind of, oh shit,
Like,
it just hit me.
it's like, dang, he got her too, and it's just like, how?
How?
The chick from Underworld.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And then Kim
He
K.
doesn't care.
You don't care? You saw Underworld though.
Yeah.
Listen, let me tell you
And?
something.
You don't
When-
think she look good?
When COVID
Yeah, she
first
does.
hit,
I mean, again, it's
But why him?
yeah,
weird.
and then
They're
it
just
stops
acting like-
there.
Oh,
It's
sorry.
like-
Go
no,
ahead.
it's fine. I was telling him that when COVID first hit, Darren had the same exact
Oh
reaction.
yeah.
He didn't care.
No, not even joking. He said, "I don't get the big deal." He said, "Yo, Darren, they stopped the NBA game. I don't get it." It was wild. It was like for a month. They're like, Darren, we can't see you anymore because of what's happening. I still don't get it, guys. Bye.
Yo, this shit
It was very
wild.
bizarre. It was very, very strange.
I'm so glad he's in therapy because his
He was
detachment.
waiting.
It's going
He was
far.
waiting his whole life like isolation.
Literally.
Nino.
Let's
Literally.
fucking go.
Yo,
He said, "Let's fucking go."
yo, literally. I know COVID was very devastating to a
He
lot of
always gives
families
a
and
disclaimer.
friends in
Always.
the world.
You don't have to. They know you
But
don't need
also,
it.
R.I.P.
was-
my grandma.
Damn.
Oh yeah, yes.
Sheesh.
But also,
My God,
I just
that was dark.
I get to just stay home. I don't have to work.
You know, one thing that it did for me, it helped me realize I really don't like people as much as I thought I did.
People are trash now.
You know we're not
Now-
supposed to see people as much as we are.
Bro,
Right?
now, like, when I interact with people, like, I'm just like, yo, fuck all of y'all. I'm not gonna lie.
It's too much. It's too much.
And people came out of that shit mad aggressive. Like,
So aggressive.
yo, I remember when people finally started going out and driving, like, yo, I had so many road rage incidents where people were just, like, fucking aggy. And I'm
Even
like,
still.
yo.
And they're driving crazy. Somebody drove a car in the Braintree Mall today. How
Say
do
what
you
now?
get your car
What you say?
I saw
into
that.
Braintree Mall?
Like in it.
Inside Braintree
Car.
Mall
A vehicle.
vehicle. How did you do that?
That shit wasn't
The-
no, like,
I feel like
that shit wasn't no smart car either.
it was like a car.
That shit was like an SUV, I think. It
A little
looked like a
crossover.
Ford.
And I got in the Traverse and I accidentally hit a drive and I ended up in front of Macy's. No, but like, I feel like almost every day or every other day there's a story about somebody driving into somebody's house or driving up on people eating. And like, no one can drive now.
But we got to figure out how that person did it. Because every time I would go to the mall and they'd have the car there for the giveaway, I'm like, what the fuck they got in there? Now we got to ask them what's the secret.
Yo,
What's the process? How'd you do
rock
it?
with him. That's a great question. Every time, I'm like, how'd you get the Sonata in here though?
Bro, just standing there staring at it too like.
How am I gonna get it out if I
And
win?
it's not like it's a tight, like it's like in a tight area. It's like
No.
there with space.
That shit in front of Macy's.
Right. How did you get
That's
in there?
not going to fit through that door.
Not the doors I came through.
They could put it in the elevator. How they get it upstairs?
They had to move Old Navy over to push it through.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? I don't remember.
Serena Williams. Retired.
Darren, don't do that. We don't care. Oh, you don't care.
No, that's what you were talking about.
Oh, yeah, she retired. She's great. There ain't no meat on the bone for you, Darren. I'm going to leave that alone.
Great. I mean,
Meat on the
congratulations.
bone.
What an accomplishment.
Not congratulations. What an
I
accomplishment.
mean, that's an accomplishment.
Wait a minute. Jen, you ain't telling the story the way I thought it was happening. I
car's
thought they,
in the
like,
mall.
crashed into it.
The car is in the mall. How else can I say it?
Darren, it's like still driving like it's
The
in one
car
piece.
is driving in the mall.
Wow. How did it get there?
See, I'm like, I thought they crashed into it.
They're driving in the mall.
Oh, Jen, you gotta tell that story better, cuz.
How else can I
No,
say
okay, so
it?
for you're not, it's
She
not
must
like,
have been off the pack.
I think people think like, oh, when you say in the mall,
Yeah, it's not like in a building.
it's not like,
Yeah,
no,
like
it's not
a-
like just in the entrance. It's like down the, like if you're walking through Providence Place Mall, it's
Like
like
in front
on
of
the
Forever
sides.
21, fam.
Right.
Yeah, it's like on the sides. Like
That's
it's not
crazy.
like a
Where you
big
walk.
open area. What is, are they trying to get through
Can
now?
you see the identity of the driver, Darren?
No.
I didn't even click it.
Yeah, I can't.
Can't see his driver. I was just curious as to the gender.
She said
I,
she was,
I believe it's a woman.
it was an elderly woman.
Yeah, I believe it's
Elderly, too.
a yeah.
woman.
Take her license. Okay, that's my beef.
Yo.
No, that's my beef. No, really.
Yeah.
Yo, after a certain age, you got to take the test again, bro. I don't
We say it all the
Wow,
time.
wow.
Why isn't that a
I don't
thing?
care.
So in that
It's
instance,
population control.
Hey.
Yo, they really
Hey.
gotta help her reverse out.
Hey. Oh
Just
my
get out and
goodness.
I'll do it
Yo,
for
she's
you.
really reversing out. If you don't take the keys and do it for her,
Man, look. She shouldn't be driving. Like, they should take the vehicle from her.
oh, the officer did back it down the car.
Oh,
though.
okay. But then, okay, have a nice day. What? But they arrest me because I didn't pay a ticket.
Yo, this car's really going by journeys. It's just reversing, but look.
I can't believe
She
this.
tried to get
Oh,
the-
it backed out. Oh, man.
Oh, that's
Damn.
wild.
Damn, I thought they crashed.
No, they was driving in the mall, Bim. I don't know any other eloquent ways to say it.
Driving in the mall.
Driving in the mall.
Not drive into the mall.
Technically, she drove
Yeah,
into
She
the
drove
mall.
into the mall and then she's in the mall.
She
now.
didn't crash into the mall. She drove into it.
She's like if you go on the first floor and you go to the second floor to go to some store, that's what it looks like she ended up.
Right.
Like she had a destination of where she was going.
And I'm so astonished because
I'm
it's
looking for the perfume section.
Literally.
is this not
Is it-
drive through?
let me put my
She
blinker on.
said, "I'm looking for Auntie Annie's. I can smell them from here. I can smell them from here.
It's like impressively bad. Like some things are bad, but it's like, yo, you really had to like
Try.
How'd
Yeah,
she figure
try.
it out?
It's not easy to
Yo,
do.
what if it was just on her bucket list? She's like, I'm about to die next week.
I can fit.
I got it. They'll move out the
I've
way.
always wanted to do this.
Somebody was like, I bet you can. I bet you I can.
Right. Got home, was like, boom, got it. Check.
And it didn't even arrest me. Anything else? I know Nino got to get going, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where we at? No, I think we Gucci.
Yeah.
Actually, let me see. Hold on.
So while you're looking at that, I'll say make sure you follow us on social media platforms. On Instagram, it's PLSDELTHIS. On Twitter, the same handle. On Facebook, we're the Please Leave This Podcast, as well as on YouTube. Make sure you follow, subscribe, and share, especially on YouTube. We get our views up. You can also catch us Mondays on WBRU 101.1 FM at 1 o'clock with the world famous DJ Franchise himself. Shout out to our friend Nino for joining us.
Yo, seriously, thanks for
Thank you.
pulling
Where
up.
can we find
How
you?
do people find you? On
At
social
Nino
media?
Francis MP3 on everything.
And on Spotify, if we're looking for you or any other
Nino
streaming
Francis.
service.
I'm on all major streaming platforms.
Yeah.
My man. And I know you got the single out.
Si Tu Supieras out now.
Yes,
Damn, I forgot
sir.
already.
And
Yes.
when the album comes out, because it is going to come out, is there going to be, do you do parties, listening parties, anything like
I'm
that?
probably going to have a private listening party.
Ooh.
Make sure.
See, I did on purpose. I did on purpose.
Ooh.
Say it
That's
on the
what you
mic. So into the mic. Wait, so you doing what?
He's like, we got
A
on record.
private listening party. And
Okay.
I will be sure to have you guys come through.
Hey, I'm hype. Thanks for coming through, brother. And I'm proud. I'm proud that you stuck with it and you're killing it too.
Thank you. I appreciate
Seriously.
it. Yes, sir.
I had one other stupid thing, but
Go ahead.
You let it fly.
Come on, Dare.
have you guys ever been fired from a job before? You don't have to say which, just yes or no. Yes. I don't think you two have.
No.
Yeah, probably not.
I mean, no.
Okay, so this may not pertain to you. But can you think of a job, not a job, but like, okay, you got fired from your job, you're on your way out.
I'm getting fired right now. What am I talking about?
Awesome. Perfect. this will fit exactly. I don't think you can say it, but
Jen.
so on your way out, on your way out, she really snorted. On your way out from said job, what's the worst that you've stolen?
Oh.
I
Well, I get okay. Statute of limitations.
Damn.
So, yeah, and it doesn't even exist anymore. McDonald's, back when I was there.
Yeah.
I've quit, never got fired, but I'll just tell you the worst thing I stole.
Yeah.
At one point, we had actual chicken wings at McDonald's. Like, look at them. Like
Hey,
bone
how long
in.
ago was that?
This was when we were in high school.
In prehistoric days. It's crazy.
Way back.
Like 2000.
Yeah.
Look at his face.
And they
I was
were
still getting Happy Meals.
and they were delicious. Fam, took a case.
The
yeah.
cold case of chicken wings.
Yes. Yes, at home frying them Jones up. Took a case.
That's
Yeah.
genetically modified.
Yeah.
Yep. Hell
Good
yeah.
old-
Hell
I
yeah.
feel that.
Yeah,
Wow.
not make a bunch and take.
Wow. Wow.
Guess who does inventory? Me.
Wow.
Me. Sure. Because the other managers was doing, they was just stealing. Just
Oh.
stealing. Yeah, it was dope.
It was
Wow.
dope. Jen?
And the funny thing is, that's the McDonald's where the police used to go to get the food for the prisoners.
Yes,
And
word. I
they
used to
were
make the
doing-
police orders.
It was like downtown.
And they
You
were
know
doing
where,
all this.
What is it now?
Oh,
Not Euphorious.
the karaoke place, Boombox. You know
yeah.
what that is? That empty parking lot that's right where Boombox is. There used to be a building there, and that's where the McDonald's was.
Get out of here. Wow.
Yeah.
Back in the olden days.
Back in the days of the Civic Center.
Back in the back in the late
Sorry, guys.
1900s.
He said, sorry, guys. I'm
Speaking
not.
of the
Sorry,
Civic
guys.
Center is getting renamed again.
I thought I was more cultured than that. That's,
As it runs deep. It runs deep in
You know,
Providence.
you was out here.
we just
Bro, you
got,
have no idea.
We just got used to saying Dunkin' Donuts Center. Now it's
Or the
changing
dunk.
again.
What's it going to be now? Who got the contract?
Amica.
Mika.
It, like the insurance? Mm-hmm. Boo.
They're based in.
Are they?
Yeah,
Amica.
Amica.
It's not even like fun to say.
No. Ew.
Amica Center?
That's why I said.
Center? Is that what it's called? Amica
I don't know.
Center?
They haven't decided.
Or
yet.
just Amiga.
But that's why I said we
Yeah.
just got used to saying the dunk because we
Yeah.
hated saying Dunkin' Donuts Center when it's
Took a
switched from
long
Civic
time.
Center. We just got used to that shit.
We hate change.
They didn't. You notice the exit numbers were supposed to be done on July 31st. Today is August 18th.
They're dragging their feet.
It's not done.
I know. I saw something that got
it
pushed
is
back.
on the
They heard
GPS.
It's done on the GPS.
That shit's been fucking me up. I'm like,
Rhode Island don't want to do it.
what's going on?
They like things the way they
We
are.
do hate change because we still say Kmart Plaza, and there's no fucking Kmart there.
You know where the Benny's used to be 20 years ago?
You know the Apex building?
I mean, Apex is still there. That's how much we don't
The
like
Great
change.
Pyramid
They
of
could have.
Pawtucket.
They could have
They
been
coulda-
knocked it down and made that anything.
$1 billion building. There's a commuter rail now. You can do anything
That
and
shit
make
is-
bread.
That shit is a landmark. We need
Man.
it there, bro.
They're like,
It
we need.
stays.
We
You never
Gotta
forget. It
stay, bro.
stays.
they could have moved the
That shit's
highway.
like the Eiffel Tower. It's the pyramids of Giza. We need it there.
That and the big blue bug. It stays.
It stays.
It stays.
It's not going nowhere. The eyes look down.
Oh man,
Full circle. Jen,
Every
please.
time.
you went crazy.
Thank you.
That was really
Thank you.
I love that.
Jen,
Yes, dear.
anything you've stolen from work? Okay.
I'm tired.
Yo, I guarantee you, whoever's listening to this tomorrow's gonna be like,
Do we bleep that? Do we bleep it?
I don't know.
Bleep
Jen?
it.
All right. Nino?
I ain't no thief, man.
There you go.
Oh, yeah?
There you go. My man.
But I feel like a lot of the jobs I've had, well, the job that I did have that I got fired from, it wasn't shit to steal. So
Yeah.
I
Usually
got
be
fired
like
from a Chipotle after working there for like a week.
How you get fired from Chipotle?
I couldn't cut onions. They had like a
Yo.
they have like a guideline. You have to cut the onions in like a 1/4 inch square, like a perfect square.
And somebody looked at your squares and was like, "Nah,
Bro,
get
they
out
were
of here."
checking it. It was crazy. I
But
thought
the
I
tape
was on
measure-
fucking what's the show with Gordon Ramsay?
Master Chef.
Bro,
Because they got to do that
They
on
would-
some of the
yo,
things.
bro,
Shop mad onions. Yeah.
Dog would like the manager would get mad and like throw the whole fucking onion away. I'm
You
like,
can't.
yo,
These aren't presentable, baby.
yeah,
You
like
can't do
that's
this.
yo, and I was like, yo, she's like, yo, somebody bites into this and it's in their block. I'm like, yo, and it was weird because they didn't even like really tell me. Like they kind of just didn't put me on the schedule, and then I would like come in and try to figure out what.
Damn.
I was out.
And
Yeah,
they
it
just
was-
watch you
I was
struggle?
young, but I was just like, yo, and then I was like, what the hell? And then eventually I just got the check mailed to me,
Oof.
and they were like, yeah, try again next summer
Stop it.
when we have some more positions available. And I
They
was
ain't
like,
even tried, though.
Yeah, I don't want to go back. That's when I started delivering pizza.
Look at that. See? I remember that, yo. We had a good time that time in the backyard, too. It was a good time. Darren,
What you
stole?
stealing?
Yeah.
Darren's
So,
taking computers.
Get computers.
So-
Bro got
Whole
graphics cards
servers.
for days.
so
You don't need this
I was
modem.
working a computer job, and
It was long enough ago,
it was they're not
Okay.
even. I don't even think they're around.
All right.
And we were doing temp work. So when I initially took the position, they were like, "Oh, this is a temp position. It's only for 6 months." And then I joined. They're like, "No, it's not for 6 months. It's probably going to turn permanent in a couple months, but we have so much work to do. It's going to be like at least 2 years." Cool. Trucking along. June comes along, and they're like, "Yeah, so it is temporary. Today's your last day."
Oh, my God.
I was on site.
Oh, my God.
So, such terrible. I'll tell you after with the company who we were working with, but they were like, "Okay, yeah, just finish up what you're doing. Thank you so much for your help." The manager's mad cool, so we had each other's numbers. So on my way out, I took like a good 4 laptops.
Bro.
Four.
Damn.
Like good looking laptops.
And this was years ago with like laptops.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They held their worth. Like they
Ooh.
were like 4 good ones, right? And then I was like, let's see how far I can go with this. The following day,
Wow.
because we didn't have badges, they just knew us. I walked in the building. Hey,
The
hey.
building, the actual building.
So we had different sites.
Oh, okay.
So I went to another site because I knew, I went to that site. Morning, George. Morning, Dana. Let me right in. It's not in my position because I moved around a lot. It was nothing to see me walk out with
computers.
boxes. Went and I took another 5 brand new inbox laptops.
Breaking and entering. We didn't get to it. Thank
Back to
God.
my car.
Yes, we did.
Bro, you
That's
said
the fuck
5
we did.
new
5.
laptops?
Yeah, my mom still has one of them. So, yeah.
Make sure you keep that. That's historical.
Yes, evidence now.
Whoa, wild. New laptops?
In
And
the
you
box.
voluntarily brought this up so you
But-
can tell that story?
Yeah, well, because I saw the question the other day on social media. And I was like, "Oh, that's a good question." And I said,
Bro came home and said,
Maniac.
it fell off a truck.
"Literally, yeah,
Bro, you sold 9 laptops?
literally." 9. 4 used, no, 3 used, and the rest new.
And here I am talking about you and your box of chicken wings. That's crazy.
Good for you, man.
Damn.
Yeah.
They got insurance for
Yeah,
that.
yeah. When I tell you the company, you'll be like, oh, they didn't even miss that.
Oh,
It was nothing. It was nothing for them.
Hey, ask Darren how many jobs he's had.
Come on, all right. So thank you guys. Thank you to our good friend Nino for joining us. Woo! We really appreciate
I
coming
hope we weren't
through.
like a morning show to you.
That was fun.
Hey,
I had a good time. Thank
Yeah.
you guys.
that's what we like to hear.
Make
man.
sure you listen to the new track out called
Si Tu Supieras.
Supieras.
Si Tu
Si Tu
Supieras.
Supieras.
There you go.
That was not good.
That was it?
Nah, it was good, bro.
It was all right. I'm not going to believe you or him. Him.
All right.
Anyways.
And stream Sedona, yo.
Yes.
Stream
Such a good
Sedona.
album. I love that. I'm listening on at home. Again, thank you, Nino, for joining us. And we will catch you next time. Yeah.
Peace.